Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Happy Thursday, one of my favorite days of the week. So this is the morning stream. We have Weiss Frieren, English, first edition. We also have Ancient Origins, sublist. Now, let's say Ancient Origins, box break, close, and pricing up. Consignments. All right, there we go. Those are my goals today. Let's see what we should price this Frieren for. Let me go ping everybody to let them know we're live. We'll start there. It looks like Alex is doing that. All right. So that's done. So how about this Weiss Frieren? So this comes from a fresh case of Weiss Frieren. Weiss Frieren. How do you spell this? Frieren. I think it's I first. Case. There we go. I listed like 100 items on eBay today, man. I was a busy freaking bee, dude. I was so freaking busy. So that's a reprint, that's a reprint, that's a reprint, that's a reprint. I think this could be the original sealed case. Is that right? This looks like it's probably first edition. All right, so there's a bunch of reprint cases on the market, and there is one that, oh wait, this one is reprint as well. Let me check sold maybe. We have a genuine first edition case. Oh my God, what is this? Oh my gosh, look at this. This is a case of the first edition, sold on January 13th for 7.7 thousand. That's like almost 8,000. I mean, after taxes, it's basically 8. And then after that, there are no more. So wait a second, I didn't know this was so valuable. What the fuck? Oh my God. How did it get so expensive? 8,000 divided by what, 24? Whoa! That's so freaking expensive! Holy dude. I thought what we had was cheap. How many packs are in a box? I don't remember how many packs are in a box. How do we sell this? Do we sell this by, I guess we sell it by the pack. I mean, we sold Sneaker Bunko by the pack in the past. You guys remember that? That was like $25 a pack back then. When did Frieren get so expensive? I don't remember this. I don't remember this getting so damn expensive. I mean, I remember Frieren selling like crazy when it first came out, and then it like fell off a cliff. I couldn't sell them. To save my life, I couldn't sell these for a while. But when it first came out, we sold through like 7 cases of it. I couldn't get enough of it. And that's how I ended up with this spare case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we know there's 12 packs in a box. And there is not one for sale. There's no case of this for sale. So congratulations. That means you guys get an extra pricey price. That's how it works if you didn't know that. Okay, so sorry for that. Let's see. That is how it works. No, that can't be right. Let's see. Oh my God, no, it just doesn't make sense. Even if we went with the last sold price, these would be $28 per pack. That can't be right. That's crazy talk. Look. Look at this again. I didn't know. I just now checked the price. I had no clue that these would be really expensive. I thought they were going to be like $6 a pack. That's what I thought would happen. Oh my gosh. So once again, take a look at this. Sold on January 13th. I can't believe I was just sitting on a case of this crap. So check it out. So what's going on here, that's the reprint for $1,000. And then this is first edition. Oh my, I'm just seeing this live with you guys right now. So this is the original English print. It must be first edition. And yeah, crazy, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, so even if we went with the last sold price with no premium, because we usually have a little premium on them, you know, for me to make a profit on them, right, and restock them. But even if we did no premium, the last sold would turn them into 8,000 divided by 24, and then that divided by 12, which is the number of packs, 27.8. That's $28. And there's no case of this for sale. What do I guess we go above that. I don't know. It's like, if there's not a case of it for sale. Let me see if I can find a case elsewhere, actually. Let me try that. I did not expect that. All right, so there's the reprint on TCG Player for like 1.3. What's this? That's nuts, dude. When they reach a price like that, you start grading the booster packs. Like, don't even open them. It's not worth it. I don't know what to do. The whole point of this stream was I was going to advertise this was for sale. I guess we'll just do a really high price. I don't know. Divided by 24, divided by 12. It's supposed to be $42. Who's buying this for $42? I used to sell this for like $5. This is a reason to keep all the cards. Well, yeah, you would keep 100% of the cards. That can't be right. That can't be the correct price. That makes this important too, even. Look, this card here. That can't be right. $42 for a Frieren pack. But it's first edition. See, look. If you watched my short, I showed a short of our whole fresh case of this. So there could be a signature around the corner, but I don't know. Is the signature, are the signatures going for like $10,000? What's the deal? You know? I mean, the price can be justified if the actual chase cards are selling for enough. Let me check eBay. Let me check eBay for these signatures. So we're going to say 10 Weiss Frieren signature. Let's see what the top Frieren signature is going for. Let me check sold. So signatures tend to go for like, I don't know, $600. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's justified. The top sold signature was sold in January for $450 and another one for $380. Excuse me. Maybe I should go buy a Frieren signature and sell that. Hold on, let me see. How much can I get a Frieren signature for? Is this the SSP? What is that? Yeah, that's the SSP. Well, here's an SSP for 2,500. Yeah, so right now the only SSP of Frieren is 2.5K, which even that doesn't fully make up for the $8,000 cost of the case. But here's another one for 1,000K, and it's not the SSP, it's just the regular SP. What do you guys think about this? I don't think I could sell them for $42 a pack. I can list them, but I just don't think anyone will buy them. That's going off of a last sold price, and then there's a, we got no competition price on top of that. Fairyzard, hey, Mr. and chat, happy Thursday. Hey, what's up? I don't even know what to do, man. I don't know what to do with these. First edition Frieren, super expensive. I guess we add them to the menu. I don't know. I'll just go do it. We're jumping over here to the menu. Okay. So this is going to say Frieren first edition. And it's going to say, I'm going to set it not to 42. I'm going to set it to 35. Much cheaper. And just see where it goes. I don't know. $420 a box, that means. Let's see if I can look up an individual box of this stuff. But here's the deal. The cases are always much more expensive because you have a real chance at hitting a good card in there. When you buy individual boxes, for all you know, the signatures have already been pulled, right? That's the problem with Weiss product. It's how searchable it is. Weiss Schwartz Frieren first box. Oh my God, they are expensive. Wow, dude. But here's one a little bit cheaper. Here's one for $250. But again, these are loose boxes. Loose boxes. That means the guy selling them, he could have already pulled all the signatures out of the case, and now you're just buying his cold boxes. And that's the reason the individual boxes for Weiss are always cheaper. Ooh, I got like 1 million emails to get rid of. I have like 1 million. I listed like 100 items on eBay today. That's what I was busy doing. I listed like 100 slabs. So I was doing a huge amount of listing. All right. Yesterday we were talking about how tricky the upcoming Ascended Heroes, Pokemon Ascended Heroes, is coming out soon in about 8 days, as a little over a week. And it's a very tricky product because they're not releasing it all at once. They're not releasing the ETBs. So they're releasing some stupid text sticker product first. And so I had to scramble to get more of that, and that's going to be expensive too, unfortunately. I don't like where prices are right now for Pokemon cards. I think they're way too high. I think it's actually affecting our sales, that Pokemon cards are so unobtainable. People, basically, you're just you're basically just advertising yourself to high-end clients. That's it. Clients who have significant income, they get to enjoy the hobby. They need to make cheap Pokemon cards again already. Like, get us some Dollar Tree Pokemon, $1 a pack or something like that. We need some $1 a pack Pokemon cards. So let me look at my price one more time. This is the beginning of the case, meaning none of the signatures have been pulled. None of them have been pulled. Let's see. All right, we're going to start probably kind of at this price. We're going to start at 38, in fact. So I'm confident that the price of the Frieren is just really high. It's going to be $4.56 per box. Okay, I'm going to hit save on that. Let's head over to the website, make sure the website's up to date on that. Okay, give me a minute. Add a new, oh wait, let's not go to add a new product. Let's make sure, let's test, let's go back to all products. Okay, let's see if Frieren's already in our menu. Because once upon a time, we used to sell this Frieren like it was junk. We used to sell it like it was junk. Okay, add a new product. I had no clue Frieren was quietly going up in price at extreme costs. Frieren First Edition, Weiss Schwarz. And it's called Beyond Journey's End. English. All right. Frieren First Edition, Weiss Schwarz, Beyond Journey's End, English. So, oops. So expensive these days. 12 packs per box, 24 boxes per case. You're buying just one pack. All right, so, and the price shall be 38. Okay, product short description. We need to set it up into the categories real fast. We're going to say categorized as Weiss. That's Nikkei, One Piece. I had no clue this was getting so damn expensive. How crazy, dude. Here it is, Weiss English. Good. And now we're going to say, how do we hit publish? Here's publish. All right, so Weiss is going up. I wonder how fast I could add a product image. I'm pretty sure they mentioned is strictly Pokemon only already. Do you think this new Pokemon Factory will print other TCGs? My favorite YouTube people, hopefully with their new... Oh, I didn't get to see it. Mister, can I ask if my website order came through? Last time this stream, I sent for a Mega Latias slab. Hey, Mega Latias slab. Let's take a quick look at that. You know, I think you mentioned that as we were ending, and I didn't see it. So we're going to type in Alexandra. Okay, we have Miss Alexandra on January 20th. She ordered Gem Pack Volume 2. She ordered a couple other payments. So it looks like there was no order for January 21st. That would have been yesterday. And so that's why I never grabbed it for you, because I never actually received the payment, it seems. I remember you mentioned it, but I was looking for it and I didn't see it. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday morning. Let's see. So Frieren is added to our menu at a cheap and affordable. Let me take a look at it again. A cheap and affordable $38 per pack. It is now a premium product. Wow. We used to sell these so cheap. I was just trying to get rid of them. I think we were selling these for like $4 or $5 not too long ago. Remember we had like a couple left over? Well, I had a whole nother case of it. It was just sitting around. And honestly, it was going to be listed on eBay. I was going to list it on eBay because I didn't want to sell it here on the channel because I was just trying to get rid of it. I was like, eBay will eat it up. We are. All right. So the reprint is out for this set, and we have first edition. We have the ultimate version of it that everybody wants. We have the English first edition. Crazy. What are we even doing these days, guys? What is going on? Cards can't be costing this much. It ain't right. I'm going to toss that away. Who knows if it even sells? Probably won't sell. So today, that's the Frieren on the menu. So we got a couple cool items on the menu that are fresh. Okay, so we got Frieren's fresh. This is fresh. So I was wiggling around and I found a case of this stuff. We have one more set that you should definitely be interested in. Where'd it go? It's the Dragon Ball, right? Yes, new Dragon Ball set. So in the last couple days, we've added this to the menu. Where's my stickers? Where's my beefy cake? Let me log into the iPad real fast. I want to be able to see your comments real easy. Hope you guys are doing great on this Thursday morning. We'll open this. We'll grab this. Let's see. What the hell? I was just supposed to look up Weiss Frieren at the start of the stream, and it was just supposed to cost like $6 or something. You know, something reasonable. Maybe I should be buying up Weiss first edition sets in this case, man, because, wow, that's just really incredible. All right, let's pop this out. Aw, yeah. Let's shout out who's here right now. Team Rocket, TMR. Hey, what's up, man? We have Jay Kadacha. Hey, Alex PSX. Easy Giannis. We have J-Dog, Alexandra. Hello, Alexandra. Shahir's here. Maybe it's because the new season's out. Peace -1. Stephen Bodie, Andy Man, Jack Woodworth. Yeah, was it you that mentioned it to me? Somebody mentioned to me that I should get the Frieren reprint because the new season is out. And I was like, maybe. And I was like, I don't even need to do that because I already have some laying around. Because I knew about the case. It was sitting on a shelf to be sold on eBay. And so it was just sitting there for like months, for years, really. Let's see. I know you goon to this anime, says Kitum Grahoni. Excuse me. Listing textbooks on eBay was a chore. My local stores have most of the cards locked away in cages nowadays. Nice. J-Dog says, trust fund kids. Yeah. Yeah, trust fund kids can open lots of Pokemon cards. If you've got a trust fund, you get to collect the Pokemon. Mr. You're right. It didn't go through. We might get into another Pokemon market like 2020. I'm here. Mr. Russ is here. The safe word is banana. Yeah, I think I did in Discord. So here they are, the fresh sets. These sets are fresh. Hops, fresh. Like a fresh sody pop. My mama always said if you're going to have a shuggy, you got to have a diet sody pop to cancel it out. So this is a ridiculous $38 per pack for first edition Frieren. This is real cheap, isn't it? This is like $6 or something. Interspecies is not cheap. It's $7. Okay, interspecies. And this is $12. Here it is. Wow. Just incredible. What an incredible time period. All right. Cancel it. The safe word is banana. We might get into another Pokemon market. Who knows, dude? So where can I place this? I don't even know where to place this. You know, I need to clean up the table real badly. Get everyone sorted into their boxes properly. Make some fresh room. Let's move this around. Let's get this out of my way. I'm going to check the queues, see if anyone placed an early order, and then we're going to get moving, okay? So let's get started. We're in the CASHAPP queue. It's clear. We're in the ZELLE queue. We have a ZELLE giveaway. It's empty. And now I'm jumping over here to the PayPal queue. PayPal's looking empty. Nope, PayPal's not empty. We have Mr. Naranjo Isaac, sending for shipping. My address is blah, 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 blah. Nice, dude. I have 2 slabs. One's a PSA poker, and the other is a Cardconomist poker. Nice. And is it under the name Naranjo? I actually don't recognize you very well. Let me see. Let me do a search for you, see if I can find those orders. All right. You were once upon a time in our Sabaway. Okay. For a TCC 9 Suicune. So that part's accurate. Now let me jump over here. Naranjo, don't be a straw. Here we go. Okay, your stuff isn't that old. Yeah, you got a couple orders with us. Cool. Did you have a bag? I can see you bought those slabs. You don't come around too often. That's what it is. You don't come around too often. You should hang out more. So let me go ahead and get you this shipping. I'm going to go ahead and log into PayPal, get your address, and we'll get you all shipped out. Do you pay someone to get rid of all your shipping trash? It gets crazy so fast like a mountain. Not really. Karis does it, to be honest with you. So I have this gigantic stairwell, and it's just beneath where the receiving occurs. And I take every box and just throw it down the stairs. And then that pile turns into a very hideous mountain. And Karis, when she's all alone, when I'm sleeping or when I'm streaming and she's just free, she'll work on that pile from time to time. Sometimes we take the cardboard, put it, all the clean cardboard into a big stack, and we'll just burn it for fun. We'll just burn it, big mountain of it. But there's also ways to recycle it or get rid of it in other ways. Sometimes we just throw it in the trash. We do get a lot of cardboard, you're right. All right, so it's just the 2 slabs. Very good. By the way, the Mario slab you were looking for yesterday was put in the eBay pile in the morning stream. What? Kat says the Mario slab you were looking for was put in the eBay pile. Was it? I don't remember looking for a Mario slab. Mr. Cab, I ask if the Mega Manectric is still on the table or was it bought? We can go looking for Mega Manectric. Manectric, that would be, his name starts with an M. That would suggest that he should still be around because I don't think I've taken any picture of the M slabs yet. So we're waiting on the price of that slab to be calculated. Mega Manectric. That's from the latest sets, right? You know, I had an advantage when those first returned from Tag. I should have listed those onto Feebay right away. Silly that I didn't do that. Okay. What's up with that Eevee? That's a trade slab. The card itself is from Pokemon Old Maid 2019. Just a cute Eevee. A lot of people don't own it. You might not own it. Here's Megalodios. That's still around. Okay, I think you were looking for Megalodios the other day. But anyways, he's a trade slab, so you can either buy in for $5 or you can trade your junky cards toward him. You know, I'm not seeing the Manectric. I don't know if he got sold. He could still be around somewhere. I actually do not know for sure. All right, these are the new cards. Frieren English First Edition. This Interspecies Reviewer Sexual Set and Dragon Ball Z. Let me get back to this. Still no price? Wow, this software's taking forever, dude. You have a site on your main page. We do have a website. Give me a moment here. Let me go ahead and attach the website to the stream. I actually forgot to do that. Here it is. So I'm going to go ahead and click copy. And we're going to open up this live stream real fast. Okay, we're going to go ahead and paste this. And then we're going to pin this. All right, so there we have it. So if you look into the live chat, you should see a pinned comment for the website now. You can click on that and purchase that way. Some people are using the website. Some people are buying the old style where you just send me money over like PayPal or Zelle. You just send money directly and just tell me what you want. So there's 2 different ways to pay. Either way, you got to get me money. How about this label? Is this label done now? There it is. All right. We might have to reset this shipping software, man. This software sucks. There we go. Okay, you're good to go. Hey, y'all. Happy almost payday. Yes, payday. We like payday. Bank of America Nicholas Williams is here. He says 2 of the new Dragon Balls and 1 Dragon History. So these history packs ended up getting super expensive as well. That's a story. These guys right here, they're selling at ridiculous prices now. I don't know when that happened. I had not been paying attention to them for months. Please return my daughter. Here we go. We're going to snip this. All right, there we go. What are you talking about, Mr. Zhang Y menacing? There we are. Give me a second here. Let's see. Ooh. You gotta watch what you say, man. You got a bunch of your messages grabbed by YouTube. What the hell? Okay, so you are to be banned. Here we are. Boom. This is, he actually admits in his own comments that he's intentionally shitposting. All right. Okay, here we are. Very nice. Now, Mr. Nicholas Williams, you ready? Here's Supreme Kai of Time, Son Goku. Ooh. The Rocket Pack was opened? No, the Rocket Pack has just started. Nobody's joined it so far. Here it is. So my theory is that people think that they want vintage, and then they see the price on it, and they go, I don't want vintage. Yo, vintage is so expensive, it's not selling. It's way too expensive. If that was $25 per spot, that would be selling through right now. All right, what we got going on here? Here we are. Mike's side, you can go to that guy's channel activity, and he says a whole bunch of like bad stuff, and it gets held for review by YouTube. So you and I never even see it. And then he actually says he's trying to get himself banned in one of his messages. So there you go, you're banned. We are all right. He basically admits it's a fake account trying to get itself banned. All right, there's this. I want to see you pull the Dark Dragonite error again. Yeah, well, you can go watch it. We have a video on that, first edition, but hey, maybe we'll pull the unlimited version. That'd be neat. Look at those cards. Those Awakened cards are really something, aren't they? Makes no sense. I mean, it's the internet. It makes perfect sense. It's just people bored, hoping to have a good time. All right. A lot of people out there. It's a broad variety of people out there. Okay, here's Shenron. Ooh, look at that Shenron. Very nice. Nicholas Williams. Now, you got a box. He's a box guy. He's a guy with a box. EV purchased easy. Oh, so you're trying to buy a spot in the EV? That's an EV break. You know that? It means that EV purchased. Oh, hold on. Do you know this is the EV is not for sale for $5? He's a break slab. So if you paid $5, you now have a 1 in 7 odds of, pulling the EV out of a booster. Or, well, we don't even put this in a booster pack, do we? So this is called a break. You have a $5 chance for the EV. Is that what you meant? He sounds new, so I'm not sure if he knew what he was buying there. Breaking news. Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo not nominated for any Oscars. Wicked 2 nowhere to be found. Women and gays in shambles. Oh, you're talking about Wicked 2. Oh, okay. I saw Wicked 1, and it was supposedly really, really good. And then I watched it, and I was like, I want my money and my time back. Just not for me. It's meant for someone else to watch it. Somebody who likes that stuff. But Kirsten, I thought it would be really fun to watch. Kirsten especially wanted to watch it. She didn't even like it. She was like, nah. Nah, it sucked. She did not like it. I did not like it. I don't know why people were saying it was good. Neither of us felt like it was good. Kirsten is usually more forgiving for movies, too. She likes movies. I don't like movies. Yeah. All right. So when Wicked 2 came out, neither of us were even slightly interested in that. Next up, we have Luis Nunez. Hello, Luis. He says, the Strange Eevee slab. So, Luis, that's for 2 spots in the Strange Eevee slab. This is called a break slab. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Lewis. Yes, the trade break, normally people get in here by giving me the cards they don't want out of their bags. And this is traded basically for spots in the break. But you're also allowed to just buy into the break. You're allowed to buy spots in it. So now it is up to 5 out of 7, thanks to your purchase. This is 2 spots away from going off. Thank you, Mr. Lewis. Appreciate it. Was that a first-time order from you, Mr. Lewis? Do we have a giveaway slab? Oh, yeah, we do. We got one right over here. Let's get this running. Theater lore, the day the Queen died, they had it announced before the Wicked performance, which was unintentionally funny since the opening number, good news, she's dead. Ugh. Oh, let me hit the... let me hit reset on the actual code. So the giveaway code this time is TCC. All right. Nice. Very good. We have another giveaway in our Discord server. Lewis, you're going in here, okay? Lewis Nunes. Nice to meet you, Lewis. Okay. So there's another giveaway going on in our server today, Discord server. Do you need a link to it? This QR code will take you over there. So you can scan this. Basically, it's a survey channel. Just go to the survey channel under general chat and type in the survey, and voila, you're in the giveaway. It's going to be for a free slab graded 10. I haven't picked it out, but it'll be a decent little slab. And then I don't even think there'll be that many people in the giveaway, so you have a pretty high odds of pulling it. Okay. Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope you're having a great Thursday so far. It's Thursday morning. Here's Miss Alexandra. She says, can you pre-grade my Chinese EV full art? Should I go for a black label? And then your other question, your other thing is you'd like 10 pokey shuffles. All right, let's start with your first question. My Chinese EV full art. Yes, great choice. Should I go for black label? So for $3, I will pre-grade your card and tell you guys if it is a card worth risking black label on. All right, let's take a close look at it. No, I wouldn't bother with black label on this one, but I would send a PSA to try for a PSA 10. Yeah, the edges on your card aren't perfect enough for black label. Let me give you an example of that. Like that right there on the edge. Black label cards don't have that little break right there. Now, will PSA push that through as a 10? Yes, but BGS hands out black label to almost nothing, and the card does actually have to be perfect. So that card will fail a black 10, but just looking it over, I would give this card probably a 10 minus. There were little things I didn't like about the card. There were little things I didn't like. I didn't like the way the light shines off of the corner here. And then I also don't like the texturing here, the break right there. Actually, this side I felt is ever so slightly fatter than the top side. So that usually implies off-centering. I mean, it has to by definition. So your card is probably a 10 with PSA. I would try PSA. You could also do tag grading. There we go. Would you try it if it was your card? For BGS, no. You would just be getting a 9.5, and then you will have to regrade it. I only send cards that look virtually flawless to BGS, and those cards will have a chance for black label or pristine. When I get 9.5s, I try to sell the 9.5s, but unless you discount them significantly, they just don't sell. So I would just recommend PSA at that point. PSA or tag. Tag actually does Chinese cards, and they look great in the tag holders. And it's cheaper and it's faster. All right, so that's one of the advantages we have is we can do tag grading together. I'm getting ready to do a tag submission really soon. I just finished 2 PSA submissions. Oh, Mr. Jaded's Charizard did not go off to PSA. I need to correct that. So he was mentioning that his Charizard was not in the PSA submission. And I was saying, ooh, maybe it was a tag order. But it doesn't appear to be a tag order. It doesn't have P written on it, but it doesn't have T written on it either. So I think that's why it didn't go, is because I didn't write P onto the semi-rigid. So that should have to be the rule, is I should always write something down. Let's talk about one of the breaks right now. Tag's way too harsh on modern cards. Oh, I was going to say they're too harsh on vintage cards and that they're actually pretty good on modern cards. Because I get a lot of modern 10s, like this Eevee right here. It's actually the... so what I struggle with are those vintage ones. The vintage cards tend to be a little goofy, and PSA allows that. PSA is like, yeah, it can be goofy. But I feel like Tag's like, nope, this is technically not a 10. So that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to send too much vintage to Tag, unfortunately. That's something for Tag to think about. All right, look at that. It's a lot of cards. My boosters are going to later to PSA. Right, the booster grading as well needs to be done. So I need to do 2 Tag submissions, 1 correction for Mr. Jaded, and a booster pack submission as well. That's all the cards in the binder break. It's a whole bunch of stuff. You guys have already seen this multiple times, but we need to add more cards to it now. You ready? Let's add more cards. So I'm going to start by adding this Darkrai. He looks lovely. And this Clefable. And then let's go ahead and add, this as well. So these are just some cheap hollows. The binder breaks at a point where I can't keep adding infinite value to it, but we got to try to do something. Let's see, how about this baggie over here? I can't add, like, Charizard to it. Does that make sense? Here's a card. Add this Pikachu to it. Well, wait a second. This Pikachu's got, like, really bad off-centering. Let me see if I can find something else. Hold on, let's see. It's still fun, but here, I'll give you a slack off instead of this super off-center Pikachu. It's just a mindless robot. $50 of pack grading. We are. What, tag is? It's because PSA has experience with how the cards were made. Tag is new tech with different standards and no understanding of how vintage cards were made. Well, it's not that complicated to understand that the old vintage cards have more flaws than the modern cards do. I think maybe it more comes down to just grading philosophy, you know? So maybe Tag is saying, well, you know, your card really does have to be an actual 10, no freebies. And maybe PSA on occasion says, you can have a freebie, which is supposed to cause people to say, oh, these PSA 10s are illegitimate. But instead, it makes people go, oh, I want to grade with PSA. They're going to give me a freebie. And PSA gets away with that because everyone buys PSA. Tag would not get away with that because if Tag was handing out freebies, people would say this. They'd say, oh, Tag grading sucks. They hand out freebies. Are these hollows? Are these some of those hollows we just got? Yeah, there's like a whole bag of hollows. Okay, let me put this bag of hollows away, everybody. Give me a second. We did a huge trade with Mr. Brett Love last night, and it was very nice. We probably reduced the weight of his shipment by a lot. I'm happy with it. It probably just saved both of us some money. Here's some cards. Look, this bag is from 123. Oh, 124. So that was a full 2 years ago. What was in here? Link. Got a little Mario card. Mario. Okay, a little vintage Mario. Ooh, some Minecraft. That's kind of cool. Okay. Here, let's do a Minecraft card. Flaws or no flaws, mint is mint. I know, buy the grade, not the card. That's that way of thinking, right? Buy the grade, not the card. Look at this old pack. This is the old Italian print of Fortnite. That's why it's holographic. That's cool. Now, it's in English, but it was printed in Italy. How fascinating. So they printed it to sell here in the States, but or to sell in Europe, in the UK perhaps. There you go. All right, cool. Oh, and there's an English pack. So interesting. One English pack, one Italian pack. Like the stream. Yeah, what are our likes at? We're at 39 viewers and 20 likes. Hey, how's it going, everybody? How's it going? So we got these lovely 3 cards going into the binder break, along with these guys right here. Doesn't add too much, but it does add a little bit. A little bit adds up pretty fast. Let's take a look at what's in these binder break bags, because we had to do 2 bags because it's so much now. That's a Pokemon Vintage Poker right there. I mean, that's a solid hit. That's a Vintage Trainer. That's a from 2021. That's a Vintage Poker. So you're seeing a lot of this kind of stuff. Oh my God, dude, this is a ton of stuff. I don't know how much actually has to be here for the binder break to go off. Okay, a couple more cards there. I like the vintage Mario card in that last round we just added, but then there's also the first half of the bag, which holds more of the crazy stuff. So here are these 3 guys' spots. They're already in, but here we go. We got some big hitters here. There's Clefairy, Xerneas, Togedemaru, Bulbasaur, Poliwrath is cool. Haunter. He's from Leaf Green. It's a good deck, expensive deck. There's a nice Glaceon. You have Japanese. Okay. Here's a nice Gengar. I think he goes for like over 100 in a 10, doesn't he? Here's a McDonald's Pikachu. McDonald's Pikachu is $100 now. Did you know that? He went up. Of course he went up. I mean, how can he be so cheap as 50 bucks? It doesn't make any sense because at that price, you might as well buy him. He's such a safe purchase at that price. You're almost guaranteed to be able to get back out of that quote-unquote gamble on the investment. That's a nice holographic Bulbasaur. Here's, let's see. This is actually more valuable than you think it is. It's Gem 2 Pokemon sticker cards, and they can be totally graded with PSA. And if they grade 10, they're pretty expensive. Crobat, that's from Darkness Ablaze. That's old. Heatran, he's a Rainbow Rare. Kiracosta, that's a Sun and Moon Black Star promo. Whiscash, Shinji Kondo. So it just keeps going for a little while. There you have it, guys. I've showed it off many times. The binder break. You got to ask yourself, what would I rather go into? The jumbo pack break or the binder break? At this point, it's a lot of stuff. Poke Shuffles? Oh, we got to get Miss Alexandra her Poke Shuffles. Sorry about that, Miss Alexandra. You know, we started talking about the grading. Well, Miss Alexandra, we're definitely going to have that taken care of right now because we're not in any rush right now, are we? There's no rush at the moment. Okay. Mr. John Richter and his abandoned bag from 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. The original date on the bag says 3/23. Think about how long ago that was. That's a long time ago. All right, here goes. So she bought 10. That means the rule is she gets 11 of them. Remember me that I once had Poke Shuffles. I shall remember you, Miss Alexandra. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 spots left on this Eevee if anyone wants to buy it out or trade for it, by the way. All right. We've got Burmy, Pokemart, Tandemaus, Ninetales, Ice Cream Cone, Grafai or something like that. Aha! There you go. All good things come to those who wait. Looks like you're pulling a strong Pikachu out of here. Whoa, that's heavy. That is a lot of Pokemon cards. Can I get a hit? Your wish is my command. There's a lot of chase cards in here, but I believe your card is likely this one right here. Okay. So you have an option to keep it or re-roll it. That's McDonald's Pikachu. Ironically, we were just talking about how he had gone up in price. He has gone back up to about $100-ish. So you're getting just about what he was worth when I put him in the box. She's like, yeah, I'm betting she wants to keep this one. If she's excited. Here we are. Would be my second one. Oh, do you keep or do you re-roll? You let me know. You can have 2 of them or you can re-roll one. Risk it, says Edward Cornelio. Oh my God, bro. Holder, says Mike's side. How many re-rolls? Okay, let me see real fast what that would be. It actually should be easy to calculate. It'd be 90 divided by 5. You get 18 cards. 18 re-roll. So he will go back in for 20, and then you will re-roll for 18. Still have that Tag Lily. Tag Lily. I don't remember. We had a Tag Lily. I'll keep it then. All right. Here you go. It's not a bad choice. I mean, it's a solid card, isn't it? All right. Very good. Reroll. Everyone wants to see you take a risk on the reroll. They all want to see you lose. No, I mean, keeping the card is like locking in the win. So nothing wrong with that. The reroll is a gamble again, but it can be a fun gamble if it plays out. All right, so now we got a big order from Mr. MS. I think it's Dennis Manieri, and he says 20 of the Japanese OP14s and 10 of the Japanese EB01s. How about those One Piece cards, man? They're kind of crazy these days. How much for the shuffles again? Those are $5 a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are. 10 EB1s. We're looking for those OP14s next. So OP14. We have a box of it over here. Now I have Tag 10 and PSA 10. Very cool. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Look at that, 20 of those. All right. Jump on the EV1. One piece booster box break, only $40 to get a spot. Whole booster box. That's what I got with the Zards. Hopefully it hits 10 at PSA. All right, so here, let me, I'll do the OP14s first. So we get enough room on the table for this. Snipping. And snipping this. Okay. And snipping this. And snipping this. All right. Very good. What do we got? A hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. We've got another hollow. Lots of hollows in these boosties, notably. One-piece packs are pretty brutal because a lot of people just donate their hollows. They don't even want them. There. Here's a hollow. We're kind of just working our way over toward the SRs. People tend to keep the SRs. And whatever they hit in the boxes. Here's a hollow. You're going to pre-order EB3 one-piece English boosty boxes. Yes, we are. When do those come out, by the way? You know, I ordered OP14s, and I don't think they've been shipped out yet. Oh, I contacted the guy who I bought them from, and he's like, you'll get a tracking number when they ship. And I'm like, well, that means you haven't shipped them yet. Like, can we get them? Why buy these from you if you don't have them? So it's kind of crazy. You know, when you pre-order stuff, they should tell you if they're not going to have them on launch day. You know, it's kind of a big deal. Minister has a ton of crazy pulls for me at PSA right now. I just want to freeze myself like Cartman for the Wii. Oh, you're curious how it turns out. Now, what are you talking about, Mr. Whipple? You know what you do in the meantime is you try to get another good pull. That's what you do in the meantime, because then you'll be distracted. Yeah, you don't need to worry about the ones already in queue. You just go after the next one. That's what I do. I don't worry about it. That's the thing of the past now. They'll come back to me later. There we go. My brain's very accustomed to those long wait times. I forget about what it is for a while, and then I'm working on the thing that's actually got my attention. And then one day they come back and I go, oh yeah, these are cool. There we go. Hey, Mr. and Chad, what's good? EV3 is not even out, and pre-sales are selling for $300, $400 a box. Jesus, dude, that's nuts. I don't know what to think about that. The overpricing of all these cards makes me nervous, man. It does. It's so expensive. You want to do a booster box break for the upcoming EV3? No, because EV1 is not completed, so there will not be any other box breaks until that's done. Here's this SR. Very nice. I'm in quite a few submissions now. I think I have 5 of them out. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Oops. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. It's the waifu set of One Piece. I have heard it's got the waifus cards in it, but, you know, One Piece is not... Here's some of my... Let me share my personal thoughts about One Piece real fast. So it's as good of a card set as it is. It's not exactly like Pokemon. Pokemon's got this thing going on where there's like 400 different Pokemon, right? Well, not 400. Let's say 400 good ones. There's like 400 good Pokemon to choose between. And there's like 1,000 actual Pokemon. And the reason that matters is because Pokemon, when a good, you know, let's say like a good Gengar set comes out, like Mega Dream, you might not see Gengar again for like 2 or 3 years. You know, a good Gengar alt-art might not show up for a while. For One Piece, there's only a group of main characters. There's just like, you know, it's like maybe like 15 of them. It's like even less if you really want to boil it down to the ones that sell for good money. And so it probably won't be long before One Piece will be forced to make another Luffy set or One Piece is forced to make another sexy girl set or something like that, right? It won't be long before One Piece is forced to do that again. So those characters, over the years, my theory is that even if they don't reprint, let's say OP5 over and over again, which they're probably done printing that one, they're going to print Luffy, perhaps Gear 5 Luffy, multiple times in new sets. In new sets is my point. And so I think now is definitely a FOMO moment for that card set, and I've seen FOMO moments before, and so I would probably I'd tell you guys to be cautious. You know what I'm saying? In this scenario, I don't feel super bullish on One Piece. I feel like the cards are not truly vintage. They appear to be rare, except they're that exact style of printing it's still in print. They're still making more of it. And you could see an inflated, let's say like Luffy manga market if they just keep releasing different versions of manga Luffy, and it could happen pretty fast. So, and we don't know how they're going to reprint modern sets anyways. So they could decide to reprint, like OP13, OP14, and EB3. They could decide to print a lot more of it due to increased demand. So you have to be really careful here, because this is a scenario where, just like with Pokemon, you could be paying absurd prices for something like Champion's Path, and then years later, they printed so much Champion's Path that nobody wants it anymore. So you have to at least realize that that's possible. Is it going to happen? We don't know. That's a gamble, right? Just like the slot machine. But it could happen. And so you should at least have that in the back of your mind. All right, so that's for Mr. Dennis Menieri. Thank you, Mr. Dennis. Let's see. SRs only. Thank you, sir. I'll take those hollows and donate them. Like all of Six's goodies? Reminds me of the trainer card Boom and Fall. Oh, yeah. That's a great example, too. In the Pokemon card history, there was this time period in Japan at the beginning of Scarlet Violet where the female cards, the Gunnar cards, were selling for a whole bunch of money. It was just like a trend. And whenever a Pokemon card set came out, the most expensive card in the set was the actual girl trainer. And I said over and over again during that time period, that I was like, why? Like, I just want the Pokemon. It didn't make any sense to me why it would be so expensive. Like this right here, like Nessa would have been considered super expensive and valuable. Jump to the future, a couple years later, they don't have any value anymore. I mean, girl cards still sell somewhat, but not at the way that they used to sell, not in a sort of like out of control way. And so, they have that saying, buy the rumor, sell the news. It means you buy into a product when it's being rumored to be good, and you sell it when everybody's talking about it, when it's the viral thing to talk about. We're at the viral point. This is when everyone believes that it's like underpriced, and everyone believes that it's going to the moon. This is the best time, and it could be the best time to sell, but we don't know. That's, again, it's crystal ball stuff. We're betting on that. We're gambling on it. Here's Mr. LaFlame. Hey, what's up, Mr. LaFlame? He says he will take an English OP5. That's for sale on the website still. Let me go and open you a pack of that, and then I'm going to go take that down. That's not supposed to be for sale. All right, let me go find one. I have it out here. All right, so I took this down, but I will get you this one. Boop. I'm curious what these have done in the meantime. Let me look it up. Excuse me. All right. What are we priced at? Best match? Yes. So this price would be higher if we did have it on our menu today, but I thought I'd taken this down. I guess I did not. So crazy. Okay, we're going to jump over to all products. So the reason this product isn't for sale right now, because I don't know where it ends. And it's much easier for me to just hold it at this point. We're going to quick edit this to say, we just want it to say sold out. I'll say sold out. I thought there's a way to actually... No, wait. Here we go. We don't need to do this. The price originally was 54, but the status can be changed to out of stock. There it goes. All right. Haha, at Card Shop, why wouldn't you sell cards, mister? I feel you, man. Here we are. All right, let me go ahead and open this up. One Piece OP5. I like everything everyone doesn't. Trainers, Rainbow Cardos, Rocky Cards, Giovanni's, and Topps die cut. You ready? Okay. Let's snip this. Okay. Even if I was selling this, it would be a different price. We would have raised it by now. Because ours are not coming from loose boxes on eBay. Ours are coming from a completely sealed case where no one's pulled any hits yet. We have like a virgin case. So our product is better. Here's Shura and Mr. X Drake. And the product's gotten so expensive, you can keep all this bulk if you'd like to. Yeah, honestly, we would have raised the price probably closer to 70 by now. I like Baby Metal. Let's see him get the manga. Imagine. All right. That would have been absolutely nuts if you did. We'll toss these in here. Japanese trainers still good hold value. English, not so much. Yeah, what is with that? Why does the Japanese market love those trainer cards? So strange. All right, so Mr. LaFlame, it's just a really strange time period for One Piece. And again, I know I've got these, like, basically these... I got one case that's open, but I know there's not even one pull's come out of it. So that's like a virgin open case. And then the other case is completely sealed. And I'm speculating on it. You know, like, it's very similar to asking, why don't I sell my Rocket Return booster packs? Or why don't I sell my Neo 4 booster packs for Pokemon? It's like, well, sometimes you buy product to sell. Sometimes you buy product to let it get older. And OP5, we can sell it now. We can sell it in the future. We can sell it 5 years from now, see what happens. But right now, I'm just speculating on what I already have, and I don't have that much. If I had a whole bunch, I probably would sell it. But even if we were selling it, it would be a different price. So I didn't realize it was still available on the menu. All right, I appreciate it, man. Let's see. We do have a lot of OP13. The one with the red manga Luffy, that's like a $20,000 card. Is it still selling for 20? So we aren't speculating on that one. That one is for sale. Let's see. PSA 10 Luffy manga. OP13. Let's see what that's selling for today. So that one's ready to go. And I don't know if that needs a price change at all. But let me see what it's still selling for. Is it still selling for 20? Appreciate it, mister. No problem, man. You could have pulled the manga right there. It actually, if you had pulled it, that would have been nuts. So get this. On January 21st, someone posted one of the red mangas for sale for $15,000. Buy it now. And it sold, like, probably right away. You know why? Because on January 19th, the same exact manga Luffy sold for 20. Why am I telling you? I can just show you guys. So here we are. 24,000. Wow. And up here, we've got 15,000. Oops. Who did that? Did they do zero research? It's like they just gave up it's like if they were selling their car and they sold it for, what would that be? Like $9,000, too cheap. Oops. Why do they do that? Also, if that card's now selling for 24,000, did any others sell that way? Yeah. So on January 17th, this one sold for 22,000. So this is on the menu, and I hate to say it, but we're going to go price check those boxes because his price has moved from 20,000 to 24,000. This should include a change in the price of the boxes. So let's see. Unless you're already in the queue, guys, we're going to do a price change on OP13 now. I don't know what to think about it. It's kind of blowing my mind. I'm just gonna. I'm like a fish in the water. I'm just gonna go with the direction of the water. That's it. Whatever's happening, I just go along with it. So last time I checked, you could get these cases for like 7K. What are we doing now? It is higher. It is higher. And who is this guy selling? I don't even know, dude. Oh, it's an open case. This guy's selling an open case. That's not even sealed. Oh my God. Wow, dude, it's just hitting unbelievable prices. I just cannot believe it. Okay, and then we divide this by 288. And what is our current price? I don't know what to say about One Piece right now, guys. I would just go open something else for a little while. Our OP13 price was $32. It'll now be changed to a solid $40 per pack. That means it was better to buy it when it was back when we were selling for like 28 for a while. We were selling at 28. I don't know. I don't even like it. It makes me uncomfortable. You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather sell you guys a whole bunch of OP13 for like $12 a pack. That's what I'd rather do than see these go up this fast, this expensive. All right. We have fresh, 2 cases, fresh OP13 English, no manga pulls. You guys want to see a fresh case of it? I'll go show you a fresh case of it. All right, let's see. Let me jump here. I don't know what to say, man. That's nuts. It's still going up. How does it go above? How does it go above $20,000 for a manga? It just doesn't make any sense. It's got to crash, man. There's no way that doesn't crash. All right, Aaron Rodriguez, can I get 3 Phantasmals and 7 Ghosts of the Past? You got it, man. And he says, donate the hollows. Oh, I would be happy to donate the hollows. So he said, how many? 3 of these and 7 ghosts. What do you think of that, Mr. LaFlame? That's nuts, right? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. I was offering you the IB05 boxes for 50. It was 2 OP13s, 2 PRB2s, and 2 promos. That's crazy. Here we are. I'm not really in a buying mood on it, personally, because it's a set that's still in print. I was kind of saying that, I think, in Discord. So I already bought as much as I'd like, and now I'm just selling it. So that's it. So I'm not interested in buying One Piece. I'm interested in selling One Piece. One Piece right now is just in a crazy place. I don't know, you know, does it go to the moon forever? Does it crash horribly? I don't really do meme stock kind of stuff. I just do stuff that I understand. That's actually been a part of my success long run in life. Is the reason I don't buy too much of anything else other than Pokemon is because I just buy stuff that I know. Like, I know the market really well, backwards and forwards. I know the feeling of it. There we go. I don't understand One Piece. And so I just get what we need. And I just let the market do whatever the market's going to do. Here it is. But, you know, if that's your product or whoever's product and they're still sitting on it, then they're fine. If you think about it, maybe it would have been bad if they sold it to me. Here we are. All right. But, yeah, that's OP13. Crazy, man. Don't get caught holding the bag. I'm glad I got an order in before the price increased, though it was just for a single pack with lots of single packs. What does it feel like knowing you have the product, but it's going up in price so fast, it's scary to let go? So OP13 is just immediately for sale right now. Anyone can buy it. I'm not holding back on it. You can buy as much of it as you want. OP13, if you buy it, I'll restock it. OP5, a little bit of a different story. I'm just speculating on that one. I don't really know. I don't really want to sell it. It's older. It's, I don't know where it ends. I don't know if it's over. I don't know if it's overpriced, but I'm not messing around with that one as much. Same with, I think I have a case of OP9, and I'm just, the whole reason I have a case of those is because I made a decision not to sell them. So that's what they're doing right now. I've made a decision not to sell them. All right. So Aaron Rodriguez, we're starting to hear. Let's get you a Ghost of the Past. Ready? Okay. If we pull OP13 manga, guys, we'll get it graded fast. We'll get it listed fast. We'll get it sold fast. If you want to flip it, if you want to hold it, you can hold it. But that's the one we want to work on is OP13. You know, if the price starts to recede, my price will also follow it back down. But that's the set we're messing with. It's all good. The price has increased now, but I thought it was a good deal for you to make some money. Here we are. Yeah, I tend to buy things in really, really specific ways. I have a lot of, it's just how it is. It's how I think all card shops have ways that they do things. Here's let's see this. Oh, very nice. Trust me when I say I'm not really too worried about it. All right, the Agent of Force, Mars. He said, donate all hollows. These are some bad hollows from Ghost of the Past. I'm working on getting distribution. Mr. Don't want to make money on One Piece. There we go. We'll snip this. All right. That's not true. We've been making money on One Piece ever since its original release. We were selling the blue box One Piece English boxes to you guys, so I hope you guys acquire that product. I just don't like to gamble at a certain level. There's a level of gambling I don't do it. Here's Phantasmal Flames. I don't do it unless I understand it backwards and forwards. Let me say it that way. So if it's like you want to talk about like high-end Pokemon, I might gamble a little bit on that, but not on something that if it's not something I wouldn't want to leave sitting in my house for 4 years waiting for it to return to its former glory in terms of price, I just would feel I would be in shambles basically if I had to stare at something I don't truly have an addiction for. I have an addiction for Pokemon. That's what makes me sell it. That's why I like it so much. Everything else, like Dragon Ball, we sell Dragon Ball. That's for you guys. That's for the Dragon Ball guys, so that we can serve your needs and keep you guys happy. And but I never actually watched One Piece. Finished the EB1 box break. Yeah, the EB1 box break is underpriced now. It's actually a great deal. We are. Let me show it off once again. So we saw last sold prices on EB1 at $1,000. This EB1 box break has been priced at $840. You can see here, 40 times 21. So even though you're probably going to miss, because 20 people are going to miss, one person's going to pull it, and your odds are based off of a price that's lower than the market. That's a good deal. So I think that one will sell itself over time. It's just a matter of paychecks. People will either buy in a second spot, or other people will notice it and say, hey, actually, I didn't know that was for sale. I'll jump into that. Here we have Aaron Rodriguez. Here you go. I hope you got some stock for Ascended Heroes. It's tough out there. I did. Man, I don't like the greed. I don't like the greed. Like, there's this feeling of a very strong feeling of FOMO, very strong feeling of like, oh no, there's a lot of that feeling right now. And I think one of the most important skills that you have to develop in this kind of business is the ability to just resist that feeling. The ability to just say, all right, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and not worry about this. And because your emotions will play with the timing of your purchase. So with Ascended Heroes, we have dumped a good chunk of cash into it. I had to quickly pivot and buy more of it because I bought the wrong product initially. I didn't know that the launch of Ascended Heroes was not going to include ETBs. How silly is that? That's terrible. And so I've got some cases ordered that will not show up for a long time. And then we have some product ordered, and it's those damn text stickers. They're like, you get the text stickers. Well, what's the point of that? So, but it's going to be pricey, unfortunately, and it just shouldn't be that way. They should just release it all. Don't make us buy all this gimmicky garbage. What are they doing? Like, why are they doing it that way? I don't like it. I don't like that they're holding it back the way that they're holding it back. All right, another spot in the binder break for Nicholas Pacheco. Nicholas, here you go. Mister, you should research and do 30-minute video for One Piece. Might break the internet. I don't think so. Here's Nicholas Pacheco. I hope you got some stock for Ascended Heroes. Finish EB1 to get another pre-order box. It's the competition. Everyone wants the profit. There we go. It's there's a point where the consumer doesn't want it anymore. There's a price point where the consumer says, no, thanks. And then you're just stuck holding the bag, as they say, as you guys mentioned earlier. So it's like, how much of this way overpriced product do I want before we discover that no one wants to buy it anymore? Here's Mr. Jaded. Want to cancel the PSA submission for Megazord from Inferno? Sorry for all the trouble this card has caused. No problem, Jaded. I was about to send it out for you. Have you considered? You might have heard me talking about it earlier. I was just going to send it out for you. You sure you want me to cancel it? I'd love to see it return. I'd love to see how what grade it gets. Yeah, I apologize for that one. You know what happened? I didn't write P on the actual P. I didn't write PSA on the actual semi-rigid, and so I must have treated it like it wasn't going to go to PSA. But we have it. It's nice and safe in a box, and we're ready to send it out if you're interested. Mister just want to get into what Paul D. Logan is into. I get that. No, that's not true. It's not like that. It's not like that. The reason I was already holding some One Piece product is because I thought it was a good product. The problem is, last time Logan Paul did a thing like this, we saw prices pretty much explode on Pokemon. Like, it spiked like a meme stock. And guess what? a little while later, it crashed. Especially like 2 to 3 years later, it fully crashed. So there was an initial crash. It was to a certain... He says it's only a Korean Megazord. You got it, man. I'll bring it back into the room, okay? And then I can set you down for $40 store credit real fast if you'd like. If you're interested in, putting that $40 towards something else. But so anyways, there was an initial crash, and then in the long run, there was a more significant crash, like a pretty serious one. And I think that One Piece is a great set. I think it's a great card, product that people have been buying at high quantities. Obviously, it's very popular, and it's very experimental. So I think for somebody like myself who's not a true fan, it's not the right thing for me to be buying up. Now, if you're a true fan, I think you should buy as much of it as you can if you want to gamble on it, because it's a gamble is what it is. And I hope it goes way up, and I hope it stays up there, and I hope you get real rich from it. Now, let me go get that Charizard. All right, I'm getting Charizard. All right, my cat's being so cute, dude. She was in the hallway. She's looking up at me. There we go. Our lovely Charizard. Oh, yeah, so we got Mega Dream Korean coming. You guys are going to like that. It's at a much more affordable price. Okay, Jaded likely has a bag. Let's put this on the top loader to get started. Here we are. They said some deep pockets have entered One Piece. We are. That's right, One Piece is going to the moon. It's going to go to $1 million in 2 seconds. Here we are. Very nice. All right, we'll set that right there. And let's see. Jalen, you better buy now or you're going to miss it. All right. Hurry, 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 hurry. Oh my God, it's going up. The line is going up. Let's see. Jaded, did you not have a bag? You might have not had a bag. You might have shipped already. Ugh. Let me get you a fresh bag for this Charizard. You should get a Zard graded, man. That thing looks clean. I love raccoons, a.k.a. forest kitties. Let's grab this. I'm going to continue focusing on Pokemon like I always have. There we go. In fact, the funny part is, with One Piece catching some FOMO over there, it might actually push down Pokemon card prices to some degree. And some of those Pokemon cards are, 30 years old. So those are actually pretty old vintage cards. We're going to say 1.26. I have a partially new bag. A partially new bag. All right. And it's under the name Jaded. Let's check another box. Maybe, no, it's not in the Jared box. It could be in the JAC box, I guess. What do you mean by partial new bag? Do you mean you have a new slab? Because slabs don't go into bags. You're not in any of these JA bags. Boxes, I mean. Are we going to get more manga breaks? I understand if not. I'm open-minded to more manga breaks, definitely. What has to happen before the next manga break begins, we have to finish the current breaks. So that's kind of how we do it. So let's see. Where did all the breaks get off to? I must have moved them. Where are the Sidex slabs at, mister? We actually do have a really nice Sidex slab being broken right now. I think it's over here. Let's see. Let's grab these. Here it is. Here's the Nami break. And here's the Squirtle break. And here's the Psyduck break. Look at that Psyduck. Really nice stuff. I have Nikkei and Fujimi Bunko in my bag. Can I ask you, what's the name of the bag? Is it under Jaded or is it under a different name? Don't know why it would be under any other name. because it's not in the JA box. Oh, because I didn't put it in the JA box. You were in the JI box for some reason. There we go. All right, wonderful. Mystery solved. You were in the JI box. There's a lot of boxes. LC side up break going on. Yeah, it's a nice box break. Nice slab break. There we go. Now we also have an order from... It's somebody, but it doesn't tell me who. So somebody placed an order for Prismatic, an EV3. Who bought this order? Weiss Fujibunko Volume 2. Is this Mr. Jeff? Who is this? This is Fuji 1. Where's Fuji 2? Probably over here. Let's see, what else? Mega Dream, Sneaker Bunko Volume 2, Nikkei First Edition, OP13. It's me. Hey, what's up, man? All right. Oh, we didn't change the OP13 price on the website, huh? There's that. I'll get you that pack. God, I gotta get better at the website, man. We left the OP5 price up on the website. That's OP13. Fuji 2's done. Here's a Mega Dream. Okay. What are we missing? The Sneaker Bunko's missing. Oh, Sneaker Bunko. All right. No, you did this. No, you did. This was before. Oh, really? Wow, that just arrived. That order just arrived. That's so interesting. So now we know the website can have a delay to it. That's very interesting. Okay. Here are these. Here's this. Yeah, it tells me that this order was only a couple seconds ago. How crazy is that? All right. So Prismatic. And let's see, OP13. The Weiss Fuji Bunko, the Mega Dream, Sneaker Bunko, and the Nikkei. We got it all. All right, we're good to go. The website made it very easy to do these styles of orders where it's like a mix of everything. It's really interesting. We are. Boy, that's a pricey pack. Good luck with that. I would love it if somebody here pulled Luffy Red Manga. In fact, that's probably one of the best clips we could produce on this channel. It's Luffy Red Manga, and then one of you guys would have a card. That's probably going to make you $20,000. All right, what we got here? We've got a holo. This girl with her boobs out. And an EV3. We've got holographic girl. And here's a bunch of girls. Okay, any other girl cards? Let's get this manga card as well. Not manga, this OP13 card. Ooh, so you're going to pick up the Dawn card. That's kind of cool. Very nice. Here are all these holos going in here. Wow, just 44 viewers today. That's a really low viewership in my opinion. What do you guys think of that? 44. Toss this over here. Here's Mega Dream. Look at this. We've got Toga Kiss. Very nice. Oops. We'll sleeve this up. Very nice. No Sneaky Bunko in there. Mister, you are missing the sneaker. You know, my brain was telling me it felt like one was missing, and I was trying to see if I could recount which it was. Here's Diplin Fezandipity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 different booster packs in this order from different sets. So the rise of the sampler platter orders. That's right. We were preparing to grab this. Give me a second. Sneaker Bunko. My brain felt like something was missing, but it was like, I don't know, is it? Oh, because we rotated and Sneaker Bunko wasn't there. Is that what it was? I think we get a fresh box of Sneaker Bunko now. Let me go grab it. I'll be right back. I still give likes. Thanks, John Reagan. I appreciate that, man. All right. right, here we are. We still got to price up those consignment slabs. Nice. What does bunko mean? I don't know. There we go. All right. Could we try a mega break on a high dollar OP card? Not a crazy manga, but something nice. Oops, there we go. Very nice. Here's this red-headed girl, which you can keep. And then let's go grab a sneaker bunko. For one piece, that's only possible after the current break is over. Same with the EB1 box. So the current breaks have to end. All right. Meaning I don't want to start like a huge expensive break and have all these other breaks dangling around at the same time. All right, snippy time. Down the road, yeah, I'm definitely open-minded to all kinds of breaks. Definitely open-minded to that. I think people think they want a really large break, and then they see the price and they go, oh. And, you know, a few dedicated people jump in, but the whole world doesn't jump in, you know. People go, that's too expensive. Kind of like what we have going on with that vintage rocket pack. People think they want WotC era cards, and then they see the price and they go, maybe not. That's not what they end up buying. So there'll be somebody who says, well, I want more vintage cards, but they don't end up buying the vintage cards. They ended up buying, like, cheaper modern. All right, that's for you, Mr. Jeff. All right, Jeff, so your baggie is somewhere over here. Nothing too crazy popping out this time. Thanks, Jeff. Can I use $40 toward 3 packs of Fuji Volume 1? Excuse me. I think we could do that. So all I have to do is make sure that we get rid of the $40. Did I not write it down? Let's go grab those Fuji ones. Okay. 3 Fuji ones. That would be these packs right here for Mr. Jaded. Ready, Jaded? Ooh. Let's start snipping this. All right. Bit more active today than yesterday, huh? Yesterday was a catastrophe. It was so slow. That happens on an occasion where the stream is slow, and then I just take off and work on other things. Here we are. Ooh. And here's a holographic card. Here's a holographic card. All right, there you have it. 3 packs of Fuji One for Mr. Jaded. Thank you, Jaded. Appreciate it, man. This time, there was no mega signature popping out of there. Maybe the next round. I put it in order. How much to sort my baggies box? So normally it's about $3 per bag. I would bet you got a bunch of bags. How about $12 maybe? We'll do a big sort of it. And if there's more than 4 bags, we'll just do the rest for free. Here's an Edward Cornelia order. He says, Darkness, a booty break. Darkness Ablaze, booster box. Here you go. Good. I've been chasing straw hat cards. At 90% of the cards I picked up went up a ton. Great job, man. I'm happy to hear that. One Piece collectors are rejoicing at this nice bull market. So we are 5 out of, 9? We're 5 out of 9. 4 spots remain on the Darkness Ablaze boosty box. That is a break ticking forward in the daytime stream. Let's give away some of this card right here. This is a TCC graded Sexy Leia card. Let's get Mr. Cat. Number 13. Thomas Hogue. Number 14. J-Dog. You know, if any of you guys are looking to sell some of that product, maybe you have a slab that you would like to sell, you should reach out to me for consignment sales. We'll sell it up here on the table. That's an option. And another option is if you have a particularly good card, I should offer to do consignment slab break, where it's like it's a chase card that everyone buys a spot into. There it is. So that's up to 16 now. 4 spots remain. It's just an absolutely free slab for hanging out with us. If you guys want a chance for another free slab, go fill out the survey form in our Discord server. It's really easy. It's just 5 simple questions. You just fill it out, and then that puts you into another giveaway. Did my order go through? It most likely did. Give me a moment here. Here's a little Knocklee. Here's a little Magneton. Today's turning out to be pretty busy. William Wafter with the large order, finishing my slab away and paying for shipping. William Wafter. All right, slab away, man. That's one thing I need to really work on. We need like more slabs for slab away. Let's see, slab away. That's her here. William Wafter. And he has the Ninjask Deoxys. Imagine you abandoned that one. I would not have minded, because I think that slab's probably like $600 to $700 now. That one was an old one. All right. What we got here? Huh. How long has this one been in here? Peter Zuzinski. Look at this one. What is this under? This is under Ryan with an R. Is he in there? Oh, it's late. That's why. Okay, look at this one. This one's late. Mr. Peter Zuzinski. I saw this and I said, whoa, that's a mega card. That's a really big one. Guess he hasn't made any payments on it. So let's check in this box. Your item's likely in here. I should have just checked here first, but I assumed because your card was so old that it would have made it into the W box by now. Cody Hodges. Cody has a card in here. William Wafter. All right. I have a non-holo Team Rocket Charizard I would like to sell. I'm interested in that. We are. There it is. Beautiful. All yours, man. I'll go remove it now. Let's see. Oh, we're in the wrong one. We gotta be over here. I was looking at the Peter Zinski, that's why. All right, Ninjask paid. Thank you, William. Now, let's get you shipped out. He wanted shipping as well, guys. So that's part of the order. Let's start working on that. Ooh, the second chance slab. We got to find all of Mr. William Wafter's stuff. And these boxes down here are super full, so we got to dig through them. Actually, William, you could just tell me to help out if you're here watching, if you had any bags to go with this. What's the price for spot in the Psyduck slab? Great question. So the Psyduck is a $40 break. He's a really nice card. He's a $40 break. I believe it's this one right here. There it is. That's a high-end card to collect right there, guys. Now, if we try to do a break on a PSA 10 of that same card, that would have to be like a $6,000 break. So that would take forever. That's why we don't have a PSA 10 up there. Plus, I only have the one PSA 10 anyways. One smaller bag. Okay, I thought you had a bag. So we're on the hunt for one William Wafter bag. Almost seems like we could use another box for the W's. Aha! Okay, we'll just finish looking. We're almost done looking at 100% of it. Okay, so there's the bag, and you got the Deoxys slab. We're all good to print you a label. All right. Give me a second here, guys. I'm going to reset the shipping software. It seems really goofy right now. It's busier today, isn't it? It was slow yesterday. Come on now. You guys got plans for the weekend? We're going to be snowed in. It's going to be cold where I'm living. It's going to be freezing. But the house is going to be so cold. I love the cold, so it feels good being inside of the house when it's cold. There it is. How heavy will this be? This won't be too heavy. All right. 7x4x4. Oh, that didn't work. There it goes. All right. All right, William, I'm using your old address. Let me double check it, make sure it's still the one that you have in your PayPal. Oh, this was on the website, wasn't it? Was this on the website? Oh, perhaps it wasn't. Oh, it was a Venmo order. Okay. So I'm using your previous address. Hopefully it's the same, okay? It's going to be cold and snowy here. Yeah, the price of postage is up by about a full $1, everybody. Can you believe that? Come on now. I hooked the PS4 up again, added all my exclusives to it again. All right, I don't know why it does this. It takes so long for it to calculate a price. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's set this over here. I'm back. Got sidetracked by Pattaya Bar Girls. What? So we are in the process of printing that label for you. Edward B. Cornelio needs to go on this giveaway over here. Edward B. Cornelio. Nice. The address you have starts with the 3 question mark. I believe it does. Yep. Yes, it does. All right. We're hitting refresh on this. You can't submit a package the same day you buy the label if it was done online. What? Here's Randy Shiroma. EV Poker card break. Randy Shiroma. So he's buying into the $5 trade break. Here it is, Randy. Nice to meet you, Randy. Are you brand new? Randy Shiroma. Okay. So the trade breaks are very fast. We don't use custom booster packs for them. We simply shuffle everyone's card up, right? Like this is what you've bought for $5. This is this energy card. This is the card that you now own. And we'll toss it in here. Mr. Randy, how are you today? Is he watching? I'd like him to see this. When was this purchased? This was purchased 22 minutes ago. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7 spots are in. The old maid Eevee going off on its own without any more help from trades, huh? Only one person can walk away with this Eevee. Is Randy here? I think he's new. I don't want him to miss this. All right. How's it going, by the way, guys? Happy Thursday. If you'll take a second to smash the like button. And if you're enjoying today's stream, consider following us on YouTube so that you get a notification when we're live. Is this working? Do I need to hit refresh on this? Are we just being quiet today, guys? Let's see. Sometimes the chat breaks. Oh, you guys are just being quiet. All right, here goes. So the Eevee break's taken off. Okay. We're shuffling up the names. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Well, you guys are being real quiet. Somebody say something. Who's here? Say aye. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mr. Thomas Hogue is here. All right, it's working. Give me a number, guys, and we'll split the deck. Randy Shiroma, you brought 2 spots into the Eevee break. Banana. Thomas Hogue chooses 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here goes. This guy right here just pulled the Eevee, and it is Randy Shiroma. All right, Randy. I was going to maybe give you something special for your first time order, but it looks like you did get something special. This Eevee slab. You're all good. We'll toss you into the giveaway for free, though. How many spots in the Darkness Ablaze OP boxes? Darkness Ablaze, 4 spots. OP box, I think it's like 8 spots left for the OP box. Yeah, those are on the move. There it is. There it is, Randy. Now, Randy, you're new, so I need to tell you this does not automatically ship, okay? It does not automatically ship. You have to purchase a round of shipping, which costs $9, and you don't have to ship it right away. You can ship it months later if you wish. You can continue shopping and just add it all together and then ship one time. That's how it works, okay? Did you ever give Kitty a name? I like to just call her Kitty. I think we named her Meowie after the cat from Chainsaw Man. Anybody jumping in on the binder break think it only needs 2 more. That's right. Binder break is up to 4 out of 6. We added more cards to it today at the beginning of the stream. The binder break is so big, it's actually 2 bags worth of cards. Here, let me add another card to it right now, shall we? So I'll add this Minecraft chicken to it. That's pretty cute. And I'm also going to add... This is about to go off. There are 2 spots left in the binder break, everybody. I guess I'll jump into the darkness. A Blaze box. It'll be my first sealed product that I hold. It's a good product. It's the fact that it's so cheap just means you have better odds of pulling it. And it's a Charizard box. I wouldn't bet against a Charizard box in the long run, you know. Like, even Steam Siege went up. Steam Siege was a Steelix set. Yuck. Steelix Volcanion Gardevoir. And that set did not perform well, but it did. It still went up. 2 spots left in the binder break, and then somebody learns of their fate. Chicken jockey. But that was just a regular chicken. Yes, Mike Mister and Kitty songs. By the way, let's put our new friend Randy Sharoma into the giveaway. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate the first-time order, man. I'm pretty sure he's new. I don't recognize that name. He purchased on PayPal, a direct payment. Who won the OP13 box? I think that was a little while ago. All right, we're heading back over to the website to see how that's doing. Randy paid me well to say 4. We have an order, it looks like from John Reagan. Hello, John Reagan. He needs 4 of the English 151s. John Reagan. Thanks for your patience. Of course, there's usually a little wait time. Look at this. If you buy 10 of these, you get the bonus card from the ETB. That's Pokemon Go. Big fan of that set. I think it has a lot of gradable holographic cards that people don't consider. Now, the English 151s. Here they are. That set's getting pretty old. Pokemon Go. At first, I thought that I had purchased a bad set with Pokemon Go because Pokemon Go at the time, it was so cheap. And weirdly enough, it's gone way up in price over time. It's just another Pokemon set that you can't beat. It's a Mewtwo set, isn't it? Mewtwo Ditto set, but it also has Charizard and Eevee in it. And a lot of holos that are worth grading. It's a pretty interesting set. It's a bit of fun to open it. 10 of those will get you the bonus promo. I was about to edit it. Did the current break channel dead? Oh, it's not dead. People were noticing that it needed updating, and I was too lazy to update it. So it's not gone. I simply took it private. We can undo that if you'd like. Would you like me to unprivate it? Give me a second. I took it private because I wasn't ready to keep up with it. So I'll remove, give me a second. I'll remove the, oops, we'll hit save on that. Let me go to permissions. We're going to make this visible. And there we have it. Okay, it's visible again, Miss Tammy, so you can work on it all you want. All right, back here to Mr. John Reagan. Hey, Mr. John. All right. Here's Eradicate Mankey, Mr. Mime. Wow, mister, you're on. That's right, we're on. It's a busy Thursday so far. Here's Krabby Dragonite. This is pack number 3. We've got Moltres, we've got Caterpie, we've got Mew. Lovely. People just having fun. It's a good thing I didn't overnight any cards because she never showed up. Lesson learned for future Comic Cons. All right, you were buying that Fuji 1 because you were trying to pull the redhead girl, and you almost did an overnight, which would have been like, minimum $60. That is a good deal, man. I'm glad to hear we didn't go that way. Daisy's Help. So you pull a Daisy's Help SR and you pull a Caterpie AR. Nice, dude. Hey, that's for John. Thanks, John. Appreciate the order, man. Very nice. I can't keep up with nothing, let alone anything. Sometimes anything is too much. There we go. We'll set these in here as well. Those are the hollows. I guess we need a new trade slab now, don't we? The current trade slab ended. Oh, I should put that in the breaks channel too, shouldn't I? That's the lightning break Squirtle, isn't he nice? Lightning Break Squirtle is going to end very soon. He's the star card. That means when a break with the star ends, he gets a spot. So he's gonna grow up quickly. There's nothing that can stop it. Here's Dodrio. Now, what was I going to do here? Oh, I was thinking about pricing up those slabs. I don't think I should. I think we have too long of a wait time. We have an order from Jeff Leon. Jeff says he'll take a Sneaky Bunko Volume 2. All right, fresh box of these. He'll take a Fuji Bunko Volume 2. All right, very nice. He'll take a Weiss Nikkei First Edition. I'm liking this product a lot, Jeff, this right here. Because if the Weiss product really jumped up to $38 a pack, which I find almost impossible to believe, but if it really did that, that means this could be a big steal right now. EB3. All right, EB3. Because we know this got reprinted as well, the Nikkei. Prismatic Evolutions. And Mega Dream. All right. Good luck in the Mega Dream. What do we got? Any gossip on Happy Meal promos? Snipping this. I'm replaying Batman Arkham Asylum. Have you ever played any of the Arkham games? I played a Batman Arkham Asylum on the, what do you call it? On the 3D straps to your head goofy machine. What do they call that? Virtual reality? There we go. And it made my eyes and my head hurt. There we go. It was cool. We had a virtual reality headset, and it was kind of cool. I mean, the ideas were pretty neat. There we are. Hurt your eyes, though. It really did. There was no way around it. It was going to give you a headache. So I feel like you don't really get to play with virtual reality too long, realistically. Clefable. Clefairy. Here's EB3 SR. Go that for $360. It's great. Any gossip on Happy Meal promos? How's my shipping label? Says William Wafter. Oh, yes. So the shipping label was loading. It's probably done now. Brilliant. Brilliant. There you go. I'll just pop this into your bag. Sorry about that, Mr. Jeff. We'll get right back to this. Intermission. All right. So here we are. We got this Nikkei. There's a hollow. Fuji 2. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow girl with her knees. Here's Sneaky Bunko with the doggies bark. And here's a hollow blonde girl. And here's Prismatic. Archulodon and Flareon. Ooh. I like this Dog Girl card a lot. I don't know if it's gradable. Maybe it is. I'd wear out the chair and end up on the floor. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. All right, there we have it. Archulodon, the doggies, the SR, the Clefairy. Very nice. Mr. Jeff. Jeffy Weffy. Oh, wow, that's just so cheap. This is just $35. We need Ivan Rodriguez for that one. That's a good card. It's a solid card. Only $35 for the 9.5. It's a really good price. All right, what do we got here? We have an order from Gabriel Gallegos. He wants Into the Binder Break. So the Binder Break has room for just one more person. The Binder Break. Oh. I'm spelling your name wrong twice. I'm thinking about, you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about putting that signature card in there, the Magnemite. So I was like, that would be a one way to get rid of it, wouldn't it? But I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe it goes into the next binder break. I think that's the best move. This binder break's almost over. All right. This is 5 out of 6. So this binder break has one spot left in it, and then one person walks away with all these cards. Just one spot left on the binder break, and it's over. Oh, I know another thing I need to do. The EV trade slab broke. We need to go ahead and mention that the one guy won. Let's grab this. What's his name again? Randy? All right, I'm going to go over to the breaks channel, breaks history, and we're going to say Randy Shiroma pulls the EV trade slab. All right, cool. That's nice. Here's a Mew. Here's a Mudkip 9. And here is a retro playing card Mario. That's cool. Let's make this the next trade slab. So that's only $35. It's pretty easy. No jumbo break. We do have a jumbo pack break. It's full to the brim. We added about $20 worth of free booster packs in there already. And currently there's nobody in it. I think it's because people are getting into that binder break, basically. I think that's the reason. So a little more trade, a little more break competition. A little more break competition. Every time we add like a new product to the menu, it steals it. It cannibalizes another product. Does that make sense? It cannibalizes it. So too many breaks and you're stuck waiting forever for one of them to end. But it's just kind of how it is, you know. I think the binder break offers a solution for me where I have too many like abandoned bags and just cards laying around where I need some way to liquidate them. And it's just how it is. I got to get some way to liquidate them. PayPal won't let me log in. Can you show off all the breaks? I only saw a few. Not sure if there's more. There are so many breaks, Miss Tammy. All right, let me show off the breaks. Here goes. The current lightning break is this wonderful Squirtle, which is 1 in 9. He's from 1996. He's a vintage Squirtle. That's a giveaway. Oops. This is a gem break for Beedrill. Graded 10, by the way, by Super Harsh Grader. They are super harsh. Here's Psyduck. He's the new rare candy. The Mega Break, which is Nidoking. You already know that. Here's Nami. So lovely Nami. This is the box break sublist. It just went off. So it's fresh now. That's the ZELLE giveaway for people who use ZELLE. Oh, and this went up now, didn't it? So this is more expensive. Crazy, really. What is this now? OP13. OP13 is $40. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, that's 21 and 2. What's interesting about this booster pack is the chase card, which was selling for $20,000, is now selling for $22,000 and $24,000. So it's just getting crazier, and I guess people are probably opening it a bunch. So we have this cool vintage SpongeBob, by the way. That's actually the first print that Topps ever did. Is a Series 1 Topps SpongeBob. Very cool. The sublist for Ancient Origins. Ancient Origins has been on the move, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew about that. Ancient Origins has been on the move. Which of these is hot? I don't think any of these is hot. I think actually the box breaks are hot. So we have 2 box breaks. We have this EB1 box break that you guys already know about, and that is up to 13 out of 21. And it's a great price, by the way. Here's the sublist for Nidoking. It's got 3 people in it. Needs more people. If you want a chance at the Nidoking, you got to jump in there. Of course, you can buy directly into the Nidoking for $400. Here's the Ancient Origins vintage box break. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots left. 5 spots left, and this goes off, by the way. That's a big deal. So that's getting close to the end. And then, by the way, here's the EB1. That's what that looks like. So there's EB1. But also, you have to consider a couple other items. So here is this bad boy. He has 4 spots left. And a really unique item that is not part of our standard polls. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Here's a unique item. You're only going to get one chance at this. I'm not hosting this again. Donkey Kong, 41 and 10, authenticated by BBCE. So that's a graded booster box, basically. And it's from 1982. 1982? That's like 44 years ago. It's a super old box. Vintage Topps Donkey Kong. A very, very cool and unique item. You can add it to your collection. You can display it on the shelf. You can make video content about it like I did. And what's going on here? I sold 2 Pokemon games off. They're in slab away now. And I'm breaking the Donkey Kong box. What's up with that? I'm reducing my holdings because I have too much. I actually sent a whole bunch of my stuff off to PSA already. I have 400 slabs in the PSA vault now. And I'm letting go of some items, even though I think they're highly investable. I'm just letting go of them because I don't want to have this much in my home. I have too much stuff. Not as much anymore with the slabs gone, so that's already nice. But we're just going to keep liquidating a couple items here and there and just not holding as much. It's It all went up in value. It's kind of scary to hold that much. I'm actually, I don't like having that much. It's too much. Why is the Waifu Shuffle much more expensive? Is it because of the slabs? So there's 3 different randomly pulled cards that will give you randomly pulled slabs. The Poke Shuffle, which you're very familiar with, the Live Customs, which is $25, and the Waifu Shuffle, which is $20. Now, the Waifu Shuffle contains some really nice girl cards in it, and so it has to be $20 per card per chance because we need to be able to afford to put those slabs in. If we did like $5, couldn't put very good cards in there. We need to be able to put like signature cards that might cost anywhere between $100 and $400, that kind of stuff. I think the top pull is $300 in that box. Not sure, actually. It's been a while. I haven't looked. Gabriel Gallegos, thank you so much for that. And then over here on the website, we finished the Jeff Leon order, which was 1,563. So, okay, we're all done with that. Perfect. So now we have a little bit of me time. Wow, what a busy stream, man. We're 2 hours in, and we just finished all the orders in the queue. I think I better take a picture of these slabs right here. This one is Pristine 10. This one is Tag 10. This is Togepi with the T. Togepi shouldn't be here. Togepi is the one that doesn't match. Here's a Ninjask. He does match. How much is that Meowth? Oh, hold on. What is this? Which Meowth are you talking about? We found an issue with your item. The item doesn't match? Oh, it's a pre-release. I no longer want this item. Oh, your shipment was delivered. Oh, we might have just received our tag return, everybody. Should I go get it? We don't have much time left. The TCC Old Maid. Oh, yeah, that's a cool card. But let me take a picture of these for the, I got to take a picture of these for the Discord server. Are you guys in our Discord server? Did you know we constantly post fresh slabs and fresh slab prices in that channel, in that Discord server? It's a great place to stop by and have a fun little shop. If you haven't joined it, you should consider it. And if you're having a good time in the stream, you should follow us for more. That goes into the M's. Boom. All right. So here he is, $30. So normally I think he'd be like 40 or 45. So we do cheaper because it's a TheCardconomist graded card and because I'm the actual owner of that grading company. So I just do cheaper by that virtue. And if you want to own a cheap TheCardconomist graded card, here's one. We're not making any more of these. We're not grading any more cards. So this was graded probably like 2 or 3 years ago and it's floating around. And it's just fun to have in your pocket and say, hey, I have one. All right, tag return, let's go. I might have just received a tag return. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see this order real fast. Gabriel Gallegos says, the Beedrill Gem. Ooh, you don't say. All right, so Gabriel's jumping into this gym break. Does everyone here know what a gym break is? A gym break is when just 2 people jump into a break. And we find out who pulls the card based off of a simple card game. The rules are the same as the card game War. Whoever has the higher number wins. And we play it with a custom-made deck of Pokemon cards that actually you guys make with your donations toward the deck. It's a fun thing. You get to donate Pokemon cards toward a deck. They don't have to be good ones. They can be mega cheap ones, but you get control over how the deck looks. Mark J. Valerian says, no hollows, please. 1 box of Pokemon Terra Festival. Ooh, you're donating the hollows. I like that. Let's go grab some Terra Festival and tear it up. Terra Festival. So these are over a year old now, Terra Festival, and I think it's a fantastic product. I think it'll continue to be extremely popular to open. We are. It's a great time to open these. I bet they're in a time period where they're kind of out of rotation for the printing press. The printing machine's not doing it anymore, and yet the prices are still sort of subdued and lower on this set. No FOMO. No, everyone's not talking about Prismatic in the news. So it's actually a fantastic time to be targeting card sets like this instead of spending all your money on the most overhyped card sets where the prices are going to be unrealistically high and just ripe for falling. So this is a fun set to open, and it's got quality artworks in it, and it's probably a great price right now, too. He did $120 for 1 box of this. All right, let's see what it is. Mister, when are we doing my sort? was sitting in a meeting, saw we opened my packs though. You ordered a sort. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that. My bad, dude. I did not see that. So he ordered a bag sort, everybody. We're going to have to focus on that, okay? I cannot deny Mr. Jeff his bag sort. We're going to get you a bag sort. All right. So, no hollows, he said. You got it, baby. Mr. Mark, how are you? I hope you're having a great week. Here's Cottony. Here's Magneton. The jumbo card still break still there? Oh, look at this. There's your hit. You pull one of the best ones, Leafeon. Wow, this has been a great box for you, man. Yes, Miss Tammy, the jumbo break is still here. Congratulations, dude. Let me put it like, where can I put it? If I put it here, then I block those. Yeah, I'll just block those. Let's do it that way. All right, so Mr. Jeffy Weffy. I didn't do it because I didn't see that order. I'm so sorry, man. We'll take care of that. I like it. We did a little bag sort. I'm curious what you got. Here we are. You ever want to get rid of any junk? You ever want to trade it toward a trade slab, Mr. Jeff? Like, for example, are there cards you don't like in particular that you would be open-minded toward trading? Toward a trade slab? We have these junky trade slabs now, right? But it's kind of nice because it's like an already graded card. And instead of having 5 million hollows, you can have one nice graded card that's worth like maybe 40 bucks. So if you have like $40 of holographic cards, you can convert them into a $40 slab. It's a nice way to just sort of not have as much clutter in your home. And I don't know what everybody does with their stuff. Like, do you sit down and do you sell your hollows one at a time on the internet? Which I hear that's a ton of work. Do you like bundle them all up and send them to a bulk buyer? Well, those guys don't offer a very good price per hollow. So I don't know what everyone does with their hollows, but we've been doing a trade program and it's been very popular so far. And I'm pretty satisfied with it because now we don't have to ship so much product. It's been a great way to get people to lighten up their bags. The Ogre Pond mask card's kind of cool, actually. I kind of like that. Here's Leafy Blown. And here's a little Cottony. All right. All right. Jeff's in a meeting. Karis has been in some meetings, man. She's got a new team. She's been sent off to a new project with her company, and she says she really likes the new thing they're working on. It's really cool because apparently everyone involved is like super talented, and she doesn't have to work with contractors from India anymore. There you go. She used to have a team she worked with that she didn't really like so much. We are. Because they seemed like they didn't like her, is what she would say. Wow. Mark, you did well, man. Grab this. Okay. We'll just put these in here like that. I only eat jump bluffs. Clutter. What clutter? Spare bedroom. Shut the door. I eat the hollows because they're tasty. How long does PSA take to return items now these days? Feels like 4 months. 3 to 4 months. But I would say 4 months just to be safe, just to set your expectations well. All right. So let me put this Joshua Whipple card in, and then we'll start your thing. So this shall say Whipple. There are 3 spots left on the Darkness Ablaze box break. Thank you, Mr. Joshua Whipple. All right. So jumping back over here to Jeff. Jeff ordered 23 minutes ago. Oh, custom payment, 1 box baggy sword. All right, you got it. You know, I remember you asking about that. Step number 1, let's locate all your bags, shall we? Let's start there. This is great. We got a Jeff bag here. Because I didn't even know how much you had, to be honest. Just a good sign we need to start working on it. It's Moody Joe. Here's some guy who's got an expired bag named Arthur Bricker. I remember Arthur Bricker. I wonder where that guy got off to. Why not grade with Beckett? I have nothing wrong with grading with Beckett. I think it's a great company. I have nothing against it. I think Beckett's great. Good choice. But if I were you, I'd be a little picky and try to send off only ones that have a chance at pristine at least. I wouldn't send 100 of my cards off to Beckett because Beckett, those 9.5s suck. They do not sell. Beckett 9.5s do not sell very fast. Some people buy them, especially if they got a good low price on them. Oh, I just found more Brett Love product. Okay. Brett Love's got all this over here. And I know that's Diane Bailey. Okay, so there's these 2 bags. And then, in addition, Mr. Jeff, you have this box over here. Okay, you got 3 big fat bags. That's what you got over here. All right. Let's get started. Or SGC, return in 3 weeks. SGC, I think, has kind of fallen down in ranking just because the other companies are so good. So here's some bulk hollows. We're going to call them bulk hollows, okay? Here's a little done sparse, and I'm sure, oh, okay, so behind him was an EX, and here's a hollow. Okay, so here's a hollow, here's a Jolteon, here's a done sparse. So one thing we aim to do is get all your hollows into one spot, because I actually don't think they have much value. That's the truth. I don't think hollows have a lot of value. There are exceptions to that. Lightning Army of 1, that's nice. That's like some bulk hollows for Magic. That's nice. This is a different story. This Umbreon's good. We treat Umbreon like he's a hit, basically. We are. But even then, I think even if he grades 10, which that one won't, it's heavily off-center, I think that Umbreon will only sell for about $25 in a 10. Might be all the way up to 30. So here's some more hollows. Here's some more hollows. Here's some more hollows. We didn't even sleeve them, because we often don't. There's a full art. What is she doing? Okay, full art. Ah, there you go. So you got some hits here. Cloud, EX Soldier, and you got the Booby Girl. All right, good. That's what we're looking for. All right. Honestly, that's just a hollow. This is nice. I feel like this is a hit. This is a full art of the girls from that one set. Okay. I bet you there's a whole bunch of hollows trapped behind these. There's hollows trapped behind here with the Dracloak. Dracloak, you're not going to grade Dracloak. I already know. So you pulled one of these. Cool. So you were opening up those decks. Lucky. Because those are apparently very hard to pull. This is definitely junk. So I know we handed for people who were opening decks, we gave you the non-hollow cards to make you feel better, but that is not valuable. There's no question about it. Man, so a bunch of these piled together. Whole bunch of stuff. Ah, here we are. A stamped card here. All right, put this here. Stamped card. Some full arts, some hollows. All right, and here's one of these. I think if we had time to really peel your stuff apart, we could get even more holographics out of your bag. All right, there we go. So there you go. This is like B tier. This is S tier or A tier if you wish. And that's C tier. This is junk. All right, right? Makes sense. Good stuff right here, Jeff. Stuff you might grade. Stuff on the left is stuff you probably won't grade, but it's not like worth pennies. These are worth pennies. Let's just say hits here. All right. Hello, I'm going to grade my first cards with company's best. You know, if you want something that's just easy for beginners, I'd probably just send a PSA just to get started. All right, what do we have here? Again, just kind of like junk. I treated this EX as junk because I believe it is junk. That is my actual opinion of it. Here's one of these. So you got a little Garchomp behind it. See, the Garchomp to me is junk as well. I've reached that conclusion on these. You know why? It's because I've never had someone request to grade an EX. We pull hundreds of thousands of them, and nobody ever grades them. You know, it's weird. I kind of consider this card right here a hit. This card right here, even though it's non-hollow, it's that high school DXD, you know? But he is not. Okay, here's the Kurumi or whatever her name was. Some hollows. Here's an EX with presumably some hollows behind it. Yep. There are Mr. Jeff. Here's a full art. Here's a packet of hollows. Here's some one-piece hollows. These all have hollows trapped behind them. I can feel it. Yep, there's Pikachu. And then there they are, the hollows. So, Terrapagos, same deal. Yep, there they are. It's weird. I was sleeving up a lot of your hollows. You know why? It's because of the way that you order. You don't order enough at a time for me to bulk them all together into one big pile. So I just end up sleeving them behind whatever your EX junkie card was. So it's interesting that I do that for you. There we go. Okay. And one Megumin, huh? With the hollow behind it. All right. So, and this is baggy. We're still working on the second baggy. Do you stream on Saturday? Yes, I do. Not as long as I used to. It's a little shorter these days. The streaming on Saturday is shorter now. All right, let's take a quick look. So a lot of this is that B tier stuff we were talking about, right? B tier stuff. Let's behave like we're running out of time here because we don't want to spend 7 years on this, I'm afraid. Okay, chunk of hollows. Charmy kitty, pretty charming. Harder to sort your bag because of the nature of the way you buy. That's just a Pixar hollow, Durant hollow, One Piece hollow, some hollows from Fujibunko. There you go. B tier. B tier. D3 on Saturday. Normal side view, way better. Let's take half of this. Let's get started. Okay, there we go. Flareon, Archelodon. Some more of this. But just like anyone else, you do end up with, oh, I like this a lot. I like the AR. I like this. This card's kind of nice too, actually, to tell you the truth. Let's see. Here's Rauno Glad. Okay. Here is the Rocket Mimikyu. Going into his own sleeve. There we go. Yep, there we go. See? I wouldn't even sleeve this thing up. What's the point? You'll never grade it. You will never grade it. Doggy girls. Thank you for reacting on my comments. No problem, man. How courteous. He's like, thank you. Thank you for responding to me. All right, some One Piece hollows. That's got a little Umbreon in it. Okay. All right. This has the little red-headed girl on it. It's another Mimikyu. And it's a Stinky Ogerpon with probably junk behind it. All right. So there you have it. This is not the perfect job. We have removed some of the good and some of the bad has been sorted. But if we really wanted to finish, we would need to do this. We'd need to go through this. See how you open the little sleeve packet and there's a little more. So we would need to do something like that. So B tier, C tier, and maybe A tier over here. I treat this Umbreon Hollow like he has value, but the truth is almost no one will grade it, and almost none of them will grade 10. And there's already a Pokeball version of him and a Master Ball version of him in that set. The truth is he is pretty much junk. All right. How do you feel about that, Jeff? That's a lot of hollows on the right side. Do you see that? Do you see how much of the product is just junk? I love your channel. Thanks, man. And to confirm, nothing in the Cool Kids box, right? Let me check. Give me a minute. All right. Let's see. Looks like we haven't been doing that for you. Nope. Sarah Dusenberry has stuff in here. Oh, where has Sarah gone? I miss Sarah. Check this out. Look at all that. Dang, dude. It's a lot, huh? So, let's grab a fresh bag. Oh, let's grab some stickers. We'll just say sticker 1. We'll just say sticker 2. And we'll write B on these. Love it. Need all those Weiss hollows for decks. We're going to say B. That looks like 13, doesn't it? B. And we're going to say B. Very good. And toss this away. Sounds good. I never know how it works when it comes to like the Weiss stuff. I never actually know how people treat those. Yeah. I guess. That took a while, didn't it? That's why those bag sorts can't be 100% free, because I'd like them to be free. Usually it's a big customer who wants to do it. But if it was 100% free, we'd clog up the streams every single time. So we try to keep it on the cheap side, though, at least. You know what I'm saying? There we go. I think that took like 20 minutes doing that. We were doing it yesterday, and it was great because yesterday was slow, you know? All right. So that box is basically full now. We'll keep this to my right in the yellow overflow boxes. This Jeff Leon bag, okay? Rocket, Ryu, no, this girl. I just put her in here for fun, to be honest. Okay, there's like a stamp card or signature. Myena, the girls, Cloud, and this crazy card. Right. We just opened a fresh, by the way, so this is relevant to you, Mr. Jeff Leon. We got a fresh case of Chainsaw Man. We got a fresh case of Frieren. So Frieren's 100% fresh. Not even one box has been opened. And also Interspecies Reviewer, 100% fresh. Not even one box has been opened. All right, there we go. So, whew. Next up, we have Mark J. Valerian. Do a tag grading on the Terror Festival Lithium. You got it, man. Weiss Hollows can be more valuable depending on playability. Oh, okay, very cool. Mister, I got some ideas for some breaks down the road. Both Pokies and OP, I'd be interested in sharing some ideas and brainstorming. Sure. Yeah, I'm open-minded to that. Okay. That is Mr. Like it says, Jaded. Well, let's just take this marker and say, not Jaded. We'll say, Mark Valerian. Off to tag. T for tag. You're good at streaming. Am I? That's so nice. Listen to this guy. He says I'm good at streaming. There we go. Thank you so much, Mr. Mark. Let's rotate these. We have one person in the B-Drill gym break, by the way, guys. It is Greg. It is Mr. Gabriel Gallegos. I almost called you Gregory Gallegos. Here's me too. Here's Mr. Krabs Penny Pincher, and here is Gengar. Very nice. What's the pricing you offer for grading? Thanks, Nicholas. To answer the question, we have Beckett and PSA for $40, and then we have tag grading for $30. Tag grading is faster, and it's cheaper. So it looks like we're all caught up on orders. And that's going to give me a moment to go look into our freshly returned, I suspect freshly returned, tag submission. So let me go look into that tag submission. I think it just came in. It's either that or FedEx delivered something else, but that's what we were expecting was a tag submission, I believe. So give me a second. This may take a minute. I'll be right back, everybody. Yes, this is a tag submission. It is time for me to send out new tag submissions. Let's get these breaks, place them somewhere. Okay, let's see. This is going to be stuff they didn't want to grade. Oh, as well as a card they did want to grade, I guess. Okay, that got a 9. That sucks. Everything's getting a 9. They said they couldn't grade this for some reason. What do you think that's all about? It's not an inauthentic card. It's 100% authentic. Unmessed with, completely authentic. It's too cheap for me to mess with it. The only thing I would do is potentially try to smoothen an edge out. That's all I've ever done. So why didn't they want to grade that one? It's so weird. Don't know how they do their stuff that makes them want to do that. All right, ready? Here goes. You guys are getting a surprise tag return. Ninjask. Got a 5. Psyduck. Now, these are used, okay? So these are not fresh. These are used. We're expecting low grades on them. Ooh, that looks fantastic. That's cool. They didn't point out that it was Italian. So it is correctly first edition, but that's Italian. I wonder if they knew that. Here's Pikachu. Dark Electrode 8.5. Dark Marowak 8. Wow. Is this a regrade? Where did this come from? I don't even know where these came from. Here's Raulu. Bulbasaur gets an 8.5 as usual. Here's Hitmontop getting a 6. Here's Magikarp getting a high 8. Whoa. Wow, that's great. That's great. This is just a used Magikarp. It got an 8. Here's Heracross getting 8.5. Lovely. It's another high grade. Here's Vibrava getting 5. We got Grieveyard. We've got a Lord of the Rings 10. Golem 10. Frodo 10. Bilbo 10. Oh! We got a one ring checklist 10. That's great. Okay, that's a real solid card coming out of here. Let's see. Snorlax. Here's a little... This is Chinese, isn't it? Yeah, Chinese. Chinese Alakazam. Kazam. All right. Get this guy out. Put this guy over here. Well. If it isn't tag grading. You know, this really ought to be moved. Oh, well. Which tag return is it? This appears so far to just be my tag return. As you know, I have a lot of my own personal cards to get graded, and so there's some with mine only and some with your guys' stuff in it. If I see your guys' stuff, we'll know in a second. What submission is this? All right. Oof. All right. Very happy with this. Very pleased. Nidoking 9. Machamp 5. The same Squirtle we're breaking right now. Here's a 4 on this one. The other one's a 10. Here's Frigibax 10. Sudowoodo 10. Excadrill 10. Chien-Pao. Pidgeot 6. Primeape 7. Pikachu from Cyberjudge got a 10. That's weird. I think it's just a common card, and I said he's a Pikachu. Here's a Jumpluff 6. Here's a Mantine. Whoa, look at that. Rocket returns Mantine 8. That's nice. That's exciting. Here's a little Gengar 10. He'll sell. Here's a Wailmer 10. Wow, from Legend Maker. That was one I held back because it was Wailmer. That got an 8. Gooby. Latios got an 8. That's a bummer. Raise your Vinsmoke 9, huh? Okay. Makes you appreciate 10s. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely makes you appreciate. All right, look at this. Really? This got a 9? How? That sucks. Must have been off center or something. That's a 9. That's a 9. That sucks. Here's a 10. Here's a 9. Here's a 4 on the Mudkip. I actually own a CGC 10 of this Mudkip. All right, that's a couple. So what did I like so far? I like this Lord of the Rings ring card. Amazing. Pikachu, he's going to be cheap. He's going to sell like in 2 seconds. Gengar's amazing. Wailmer, vintage 10. Hard to get those vintage 10s with them, man. Really hard. You can't come in here. My cat thinking she gonna come in the bedroom. I don't think so. She's staying out of here. We got that new internet. Ah, oof. Okay. We're still going. Secret tag return. This is the surprise tag return. Wow. I got a 9 on this horsey. That's crazy. Look at this. Wow, that's really lucky. Could this have gotten a 10 by chance? No, there's no chance for a 10 on this. Pincher got an 8. Graveler got a 5. So this is the submission with lots of vintage in it. Non-vintage 10s. Houndoom 9. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. See how these 3 Houndooms just got 9s? I had to pay for those 9s. Not only did I have to open up a bunch of booster packs, but I wasted all that money grading them. So when you see me make profit on a 10, that profit is first subtracted from all the 9s I graded. So you don't get to just profit straight up on a 10. You have to subtract the cost of the 9s first. Yes. So you got, oh, baby, look at this. Oh my God, that's going to be so expensive. That is Vending Series Charmander, and he managed to grab a 10. That's crazy. That's going to be really pricey. Okay. This got an 8. I knew this was going to get an 8. Look at the offsetting on the bottom. I really wanted it to be a nice card, though. Weezing got a 9. That sucks. Flaffy got a 9. Growlithe got a 9. Growlithe got a 9. So that's so tough. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Did you see that? Look, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. All right, so I don't want to hear it when you guys are like, oh, that tag grading, oh, I don't want to buy it. What are you talking about, dude? They don't give 10s out to anything, it feels like. They gave this card a 9. It's so clean. Look at this card. Look at this is a Chinese card, huh? I don't know what they didn't like about it. But look how clean it is on the back. Look at it. That's clean as heck. But they must have found something on the front. I'm not sure. They didn't like the centering, maybe? I'm not sure. They gave that a 9. So just to be clear, tag grading does not hand out any 10s at all. You're not allowed to have a 10. It's too bad. It's too bad that it does that, you know. All right. Scan the barcode. The Charmander is something else, Mr. Nice. That's a very good card. So just kind of like last submission, remember we got a 10 on the Master Chief, and then everything else was a 9. So we got very lucky. We're lucky here too. This one card, even though I'll lose it, it will help pay for most of the submission. This one card. This one super clean card. Okay. Oh, look at that. We did get a 10 on a Topps card. It's possible, guys. Here's an 8. Here's a 10 on Giratina. Here's a 9 on this Darkrai. Here's a 10 on that Chinese Charizard. Here's a 6.5 on Target Snack Bar Black Star Promo Mudkip. Whoa, that's really cute. You better really inspect them really close. Something like that. Who knows? Aloha Snack Bar. Flip this around. Got a couple good grades so far. Lots and lots and lots and lots of 9s. Too many 9s. I can't even store them over here. It doesn't make any sense. So here is Lapras Pokemon Go. I was just talking about how I like Pokemon Go's because they got the reverse holo stamps. I was just talking about that, wasn't I? Brock Sandshrew is a 9. Sad. Mega Latios. So I don't think I was expecting a 10 on this at all. I think I was expecting a lower grade. Okay, that's a Roaring Skies pull. Here's a Grapple Lock 9. Here's a Toxtricity 10. Here's a Ninetales 5. That's really fun. So we were not expecting a 10 on Mega Latios. This got a 9. Really. Fuecoco got a 9. Maybe it's the bottom of the card they don't like. I don't know. Ooh, here's a little Captain Pikachu 10. He will sell easy because he will be cheap. Here's Quaxley. Here's Florigato. Here's Altaria 10. Very nice. The one you don't care about gets a 10. Here's a Mewtwo 10. Just a holo 10. That's from 2022, though. Same with this Kyle Gray. One moment. Uno momento, 444. So this Pikachu I knew was not getting a 10, but sadly it got an 8. I was hoping it could at least have a 9, but look at that. It got an 8.5. That just sucks, dude. I was hoping this could get at least a 9. They gave it an 8. That is so freaking rough, dude. Why? Why has it got to be an 8? Here's Mewtwo. Here's Charmander 10. Here's Lucario 10. Here's Chandelure 10. Here's Charizard 10. Here's Vending Series Geodude 9, Vending Series Caterpie 9, and Vending Series Metapod 10. Wonder how these missed. What's this mark on this? I didn't cause that mark. That's a mark on the actual holder. They got to be careful when they move these holders around, man. Going to have to buff that out or something. All right. So we got a nice Vending Series Metapod 10. Many of these cards grading very poorly. Are you still taking orders? What time is it? 1? It's 1? I probably could, yeah. Another Captain Pikachu 10. He's not a very special rare card, but at least he got a 10, which is a freaking impossible, apparently. Here's Wordier. Here's Articuno. Here's Zapdos 10. Here's Golbat 10. Rocket Tyranitar, of course, gets an 8.5 because he's English. Here's Kyogre. So I don't know. I'm feeling kind of negative about how rough their grading is. Maybe this is how rough PSA is too. We got some PSA submissions that are going to come back soon. Here's a Snorlax 10. Here's a Mimikyu 9. Here's a Penguin 10. Look at this. Of course, this could not get a 10. But this one, it looks like it doesn't deserve it. It's fat on the bottom. Ooh, this got a nice high 9. It would have been nice if this got a 10, though, you know? But no, he doesn't deserve it. He's off center. Here's Houndoom 7. We'll see if there's any we disagree with overall. Like, look at this. This got an 8. How, bro? How'd that get an 8? That's not even holographic. That got a 10. This got a 10. We got a Shaman 10. Oh, that's so cute. I guess I decided to grade a Shaman. That's really cute. Almost hard to see that Shaman. He kind of blends in, doesn't he? All right, and then here's a Vending Series Golbat 9 and a Team Rocket Ekans 9. So really, really, really hard to make a profit when you waste all that money grading these 9s. You can't make that much money grading 9s. It takes forever to sell them. Often the product you open to get the card out has now lost money because you can't get these cards for free either. Cards are not free, so you have to open product to obtain the card, right? Booster packs are pricey. Let's see what we got here. You ready? I've seen people talking about cracking tag and getting a lot of 10s at PSA because the AI is real critical on grading standards. Yeah, that's not good. They shouldn't do that. They should crack them, but I'm saying tag shouldn't be overly critical. There's a Porygon. So here's what I can tell you. When I'm sending off a card like this to grade, I really look it over because the last thing I want is some useless Hollow 9. That's the last thing I want. And they're just handing out 9s for days. Here's Victini 9. That would have been nice. Here's a Gyarados 10. He's solid. Okay, good. Oh, show that to Mike's side, man. Look at that. Is Mike's side watching? Mike's side. Look at this Darth Vader. I'm going to imagine him as George Lucas's Darth Vader. That's from 2024. That's a 2024 Topps Chrome Darth Vader. Nice. I regraded this Nidoran hoping for a 10. It is still getting a 9. I really want a 10 on this Nidoran. I think it's going to be worth a lot of money in a 10. Sad. Here's Cactuar. That Nidoran will be cracked once more and sent off to CGC. Here's Lightning 10. That's really nice. Galarian 10. Now, I bought one of these as a CGC 5, and I regraded it with tag, and it went from a 5 to a 4. Check it out. Shining Tyranitar. I do have to say, it looks a lot nicer in the tag holder. To sell it, I will need to sell it for the same price, at least the same price I bought it for. But that is Shining Tyranitar 4. Just a fun little experiment. It is. So he went from a 5 CGC to a 4 tag. Just to let you know, that's what happened. He's very nice looking. I will have no problem at all getting our money back on a card like that. He's an easy break. Here's Dark Gyarados 9. That's a Big pity. I think there's a regrade. That's a pity. I'm not surprised, though, because tag appears to be a harsher grader, not a nicer grader. So these all need to be cracked and sent to CGC or something. Here's Magikarp 10. Here is... Wow. So when you see these, you just got to understand, these were really hard to obtain. You got to appreciate them. And if you ever seen a pristine tag card, that's like Black Label tag. Tag's version of Black Label, okay? Here's a Regirock. Speaking of which, I think I did get a pristine somewhere. Here's Shelter 6. That's cute. You guys enjoying this? Here's Raticate. Here's a nice Rocket Zapdos. I like the Rocket cards a lot, if you couldn't tell. Little Xerneas, just playing around with that. So this will be like a trade card in the future, probably. A card like that. Here's a Radiant Heatran. Look at that. I said Scizor 9. Here is Latios 10. Oh, man, this came so close to the 10. Look at this. Oh. That'll still sell as a 9. 9s are still good. Super Mario Brothers 9. That's from our Topps Vintage Super Mario Brothers. I should just grade a ton of these. Because you guys aren't opening them. I should just grade them. I mean, that's going to make a profit, I think. I think that card's going to turn a profit. Even as a 9. We're going to sell it for whatever a 9 goes for. And it's just a fantastic looking card. All right. We'll place this over here. That is a fantastic looking card. That looks so clean in that holder. It's kind of crazy. Now, one more surprise card, and then I think we're done. I think we're out of tag slabs after this. So this is the last tag slab in the order for me to show off to you guys. And yes, this was just my cards. None of your cards were in here. Sonic 10. Look at that. You got a Sonic 10 there. How cool is that, everybody? New Mario Galaxy movie confirmed. Measure how much for that Pika 10 slab? That got a 10. Think about how hard it is to get a 10 at all with any of these cards, it seems. And so we got a nice 10 Sonic sitting right here. Beautiful, man. That is Topps Vintage Sonic from 1993. Vintage Sonic. Pretty cool, huh? Of course, I supplied you guys with Vintage Mario and Vintage Sonic so that you guys could open it and try grading it. But people don't do that very often on this table, so maybe I should just do it. And then we'll just do it. Won't be a problem. All right, how about that Shining Tyranitar, huh? All right, so a lot of cool stuff there. Lots of stuff to price up. And how do I feel about the overall submission? Quite a lot of 9s. But that's just part of the game. It's not a big deal. All right, so Tag's been very nice to us. Thank you, Tag. Let's go ahead. You know, I was really happy with one of the best submissions that did get a 10. Actually, this one right here is one of the best submissions. That Lord of the Rings card. Damn, bro. That is so nice. I don't know what that sells for these days. Maybe like $300. I don't know. But this card right here. Here we are. I mean, this could just go straight into my personal collection right now. That Charmander from the Vending Series. 1998 Vending Series Charmander. Pretty incredible. Let's grab a sleeve for it. That Charmander is almost 600. Oh, yeah, okay, so you're just looking it up. Yeah, he used to cost about 300, and he has been dramatically rising in price over time. All right. Yeah, that's a nice card, huh? The sleeve blurs it, but, you know, if you get one of those crystal clear sleeves, it'll look nice again. But I'm going to use the cheap sleeve. All right, so I think somebody mentioned they wanted to place another order. So you know what this means. This means we're going to be hosting lots of slab pricing in the day and the evening time stream, okay? So don't waste all your money yet if you saw any slabs you liked here. Here's, hey, mister, 3 EV3s. You got it, 3 EV3s. Lewis Laura. Here we are. We're going to be looking into these EV3s as well. These have been pretty popular. Like to buy the Tag 10 Pikachu from Captain Pikachu. So those Pikachus are almost certainly destined to become breaks. Some cards become breaks. All right, here we are. What do we got? Ooh. I don't have any Captain Pikachus at all. There's no inventory or backstop on them, which means they're just waiting to become breaks. They'll go into a big pile of cards waiting to become breaks. Here's this lovely card. Oh, yeah. Finished the Darkness Ablaze box. There's 3 spots left. Very nice. Oh, it's you, Mr. Ivan. What's up, Ivan? I didn't even notice it was you. Lewis Laura, I didn't see your... Hope you're having a nice week, man. I didn't read the name when I saw the message. All right. Yeah, those Captain Pikachus will be very popular. So what I sent those in for was to hopefully turn them into lightning breaks. You know, the lightning breaks that go by really fast? We rely on those because those come with the star spot, and so they're kind of like this moving clock, and eventually they'll push whatever the star card is over. It was a Pikachu you had on the table. I sent you an email, and I sent you an email I bought. Well, let me go ahead and place that there. And let's see. Oh, nice. You got a little Pidgeotto. That's cool, man. I like it. It's a very pretty card. Very cool, man. Apple charging me 20 bucks for what? What am I being charged $20 for? Does it say? I'll have to figure out later. All right, guys. Well, I'm losing all my money. Let's check the website real fast. Mister, do you have a video showing your personal collection? For security reasons, I never really did that. For security reasons, I never really showed off all my cards. We have a Jeff Leon order from 22 minutes ago, and it says here you need a Weiss Nikkei First Edition. Weiss Nikkei. It says you need a Prismatic Evolution. It says you need a Mega Dream. Where's my Mega Dreams? It says you need a Fujibunko Volume 2 and a Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. You got it, man. So here's Fujibunko. Here's Sneaker Bunko. And here's the Mega Dream. I'm losing all my money on concert tickets. I'm broke. You going to some concerts? Sounds cool, Timmy. All right. Timmy out there just living. Take lots of pictures for us, Timmy. I'll throw this away. Tammy, they do concerts out here in Lake of the Ozarks. I live right next to the amphitheater. You got to come out here. You got an excuse now. There you go. We watched Tom Segura, the stand-up comedian. He was at the amphitheater the other day. Yeah, weirdly enough, this place is kind of rural, and yet it has this giant amphitheater. And we just live, like, right next to it. Probably because it's so cheap to develop stuff out here. That's probably why. I think Coldplay was out here, like, one of the first years that I was living in Lake of the Ozarks. And I just didn't react to it. I didn't go. But, ooh, Jolteon. Ooh. Here's... It's like part of the Missouri tour or something. You got the lovely Garchomp. Mr. Jeff, this is your round right now. We got a Hollow Blanc. Purple Hat Girl card. We've got Hollow Girl. And here's a little Megumin R card or something. And here's a Holographic Girl and a Holographic Girl. There you go, Mr. Jeff. A lot of bands stop in Missouri. Mister's missing out. I'll show you next time when they update the website. I'll show you what bands are coming to the Camdenton amphitheater, because they actually sell out, and they got this huge area, and they keep building it larger and larger. It's really crazy. They keep building it because it's having a lot of success. There. Okay. I've thought about taking Karis out to it. We live right next to it. It's actually like a 5-minute drive for us. We literally live down the road from it. Not 5 minutes is exaggeration, but it's more like a 10-minute drive. You don't even have to get on the highway. It connects to the town. We don't need to put a date on this bag. Jeff never leads us. Unfortunately, the pans I want to see never go to the Middle States. You might be right. Let's see. So, let's see. I'm just teasing you. Let's see if there's any information about what's coming up. You never know. Could be an excuse to come check out Lake of the Ozarks, say hi someday. All right. So here are some bands that are coming. Here, we can go to the website. It looks like there are some bands planned already for this year. You want to hear it? I know Mike's I want to hear it. Let's see. Upcoming events in May, ZZ Top is playing. And then also somebody named Bush. And then Styx, S-T-Y-X. That's a 80s rock star band, isn't it? In June, we get Weird Al Yankovic. And then in June, we get Alison Krauss. So there you have it. Weird Al's kind of interesting. Be cool to see him playing live. That's in Lake of the Ozarks. Look, here's the website. See? Ozarks Amphitheater. I've been there before. It's insanely crowded. Very cool. New Jersey is kind of far from Mister. Mister, you're going to wait to price up slabs until the evening stream. That's right. It's already 1 p.m. Everything new is priced in the evening stream. That's right. So we got a lot of cards to take a look at. But we have an order right now from Gabriel Gallegos, and he says, store credit, $40. All right. By the way, there's only one spot left in the binder break. Nine Inch Nails is playing in February in St. Louis. I want to go, but I've heard his live music. I'm not super excited for it, to be honest. Plus, if it's the Tron music, I'm not super excited for the Tron music either. I'm a huge Nine Inch Nails fan. But I don't really go to like concerts or anything like that. I just don't. And the B-drill. What about the B-drill? I'm going to go get some work done until then. Was there a card that you guys liked a lot from the return that you're interested in? Did anyone here have a favorite card from the return? Like perhaps this Quaxley. Ooh, I just can't get over Quaxley. He is my man. Quaxley's top tier. This guy, he's a top tier card. He's going to cost at least $16. An 8? How? This Quaxley, he's serious biz. The Tyranitar or the Captain Pikachu. Similar to the Captain Pikachu, the Tyranitar needs to be a break. I'm not surprised, though, that you're interested in the most popular one. I think that's the point of it. We try to take the most popular cards and turn those into breaks because everybody wants them. And so that's the card that ends fastest, right? Like, we don't do a break on an obscure Pokemon like Graveler because no one will jump into it. But everyone jumps into Pikachu. Everyone jumps into Shining Tyranitar. So those are fast-moving breaks, and we prefer the fast ones. Here's a little Graveler 5, though, from the Dragon set, huh? So this is a vintage reverse hollow Graveler, and I don't think he's going to be terribly expensive. Let's see if we can get a price on it at all. PSA Dragon Graveler. We just want the cheapest one, right? Vintage Ninjask 5. All right, so really not going to ask a lot for this Graveler. Maybe about $29. This lovely. What do you think of that? Is that crazy? If you started Tyranitar now, it would fill right away, probably. For the Tyranitar, he's a future break. We can't start any new breaks. All the other breaks are already set, so we just don't do that too much. The problem is we got all these breaks, you know, we've got a ton of them already, so we don't start new ones until some of the older ones start to move. Let's see. The only time we start like a random new break is with the lightning cards. We'll trade out the lightning cards sometimes. Oh, man, isn't this cute? Look at this Mudkip. This is also from Pokemon Dragon, huh? That's a cute one. Finish them breaks. Did you buy that Shining Gyarados for $33,000? No, not me. No, I didn't buy anything that expensive. No, I'm trying to get rid of some cards, man. I'm trying to let them go. So that's a vintage Mudkip. The reason I'm grading these ways is I really like the way that the tag holders look. And so I figure, you know, people might really enjoy buying some cheap, low-grade vintage cards out of these, right? So, all right, so Mudkip might cost a little more. You got some of that Grabber set. Can you pack together? I think you're trying to ask me to put several cards together from the same set. Is that what you mean? So this is going to be 45. So the Mudkip, of course, is going to cost a little more because he's Mudkip. And that's why. Oh, I'm so disappointed some of those One Piece cards didn't get 10s even. Look at these dumb things. So I'm not going to regrade these. I paid money to acquire these, most likely. So these most likely came from like CS Men or somebody, and they just come back 9. And these were the only ones that probably looked like they had a shot at a 10. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Just a money loser. I would be interested in the Clefable. Clefable, Clefable. It's too bad about these, huh? Team Rocket reverses. I really like Destined Rivals because of these Team Rocket cards in it. I don't know where the Clefable went or what it even looks like. Clefable, huh? God, dude. Their grading was so harsh, dude. I don't know, man. I feel like it encourages me to test out PSA more. Here's a cute one. So this General Mills Pikachu, he's real popular right now. He went up in price. How cute is that General Mills Pikachu? That's cute too, actually. Let's see. Nice Mewtwo, Brock Sandshrew. So again, we have all these cards to go through. Let me grab. Well, is this going to tip over? Oh. Grab one of these. Oh. We have the Leaning Tower of Pizza over here. Tammy told me she's coming over to watch ZZ Top's, one of her favorite bands. Mister, what grade was the Luffy? I think the Luffy got a 9. It's really stupid, man. Logan Paul gonna make One Piece to the moon. I'm getting on the plane now to go back home. No internet on the plane. Oh, I'm sorry to hear the no internet. That sounds kind of boring. They make you turn your cell phone off on the airplane. That's interesting. Guess that's what the there it goes. I haven't been on an airplane since I was like 17. I've flown on an airplane a couple times, but I haven't been on an airplane since I was like 17, man. So I do have to look up the PSA 8 General Mills Pikachu. ZZ Top's probably a good time. Also better catch those legends before they're gone. All right, let's see. I think it makes sense that ZZ Top play out here in Lake of the Ozarks, you know. Kind of a Lake of the Ozarks kind of band, if you think about it. 80s rock, giant boats, old people. It's the correct demographic for sure. Houndoom. Trick or trade. Jesus, dude. So he's supposed to cost $32 as a 9. I'll do 30. All right. William Wafter bought this. Let's see. I'm hitting refresh. I'd go see Sticks for the South Park memes. William Wafter. There we go. Is that the song I'm Sailing Away? Was that Sticks? I'm sailing away. Ba, 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 ba. Ivan Rodriguez also sent for the same card. Let's see who sent first. So I need to open up Show Original. It shows here that you sent for it at 11/18/31. And the other order, which I believe did come in first, it showed up on 11/18/06. It does belong to Mr. William Wafter. So apparently that Pikachu wasn't expensive enough because everyone trying to dogpile it like in 2 seconds. Let me close this now. And let me close this. I'm sorry, Mr. Ivan. This time, Mr. William Wafter's getting to it first. I kind of knew he got to it first because the email actually literally showed up first. Jack Woodworth also then tried to buy the Pikachu and a Poke Shuffle. What can I get for you instead, Mr. Jack? Yeah, I'm afraid that guy sold. Mister, have a Freddy card. I have a credit card. I'll put you down as another credit card for $25. 25. I tried to buy two. Can you put me down for store credit? No shuffle, all credit. Okay, Jack Woodworth. It's a crazy phenomenon, isn't it? When 3 people try to buy the same card. There it is. All right. What else we got in here, huh? It's a lot of weird stuff to price up. Stuff that normally isn't for sale. The Heracross, the Snorlax. Yeah, there's just a lot of crap. It's all like non-10, like just piles of non-10 cards. Or if it is a 10, it's not like an exciting Charizard, you know what I mean? So there's just tons and tons of it. And it's a bummer about not being able to get those 10s. Like, here's a Volcanion 9. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this now? Kill me, dude. Let's see the back of it. Oh my god, it's so clean. It is so freaking clean. So what did they not like about this? I don't want to grade this twice. I don't want to spend the money grading it 2 times on the off chance that it doesn't grade 10 2 times. Right? All right, let's see what Tag doesn't like about this poor Volcanion. That probably should have been a 10. I think I just got a scam text message. Coinbase, a withdrawal attempt has been initiated today from a device located in Iran. Not you, call us. Yeah, but Coinbase would have told me that from the Coinbase app. Wow, man, scam callers. It's so wrong, man. So wrong. All right, anyways, let's go back to this. Let me just got one of those scam texts. I wonder how many people fall victim to that. It's not right. That's theft. It's international theft, whoever's running those scams. So it says there's a problem surface on the back top right. Surface, ink defect. That's what it says. So let's turn this around. The back right. It says it has an ink defect. Oh my God, it's talking about this. Let's zoom in. It's saying that. Wow, dude. I mean, I feel like it's still a 10, but it's not a pristine. That is too harsh. To me, that is too harsh. No way, dude. No way. I don't know. I mean, we should test it. We need to send this to PSA. It needs to go to PSA. That level of harshness is what I would expect from pristine 10, not gem 10. No way, dude. Oh, this is a pristine right here. Check this out. So apparently, this is a very nice card. I don't even want to keep it in the tag holder. I want to send this one off to, I'm going to send this one off to Beckett. See if it turns into a black label. I should send all the pristine 10s into Beckett. That's what I should do. Should crack them very carefully and then send them all into Beckett. See if I can get that Beckett black label, you know? All right. Just terrible, man. Grading's such a harsh thing when it goes not as planned. But yeah, that is such a subtle flaw that you would not catch it normally with the human eye. And it's such a small flaw. It blends into the card, you know? It kind of redefines what a Gem 10 is. Is Gem 10 supposed to be like basically basically near perfect card? Like, I highly suspect the Volcanion would have gotten a PSA 10. That's the bottom line. And if the Volcanion does regrade into a PSA 10, that's it for tag. I'm not doing that much tag grading at that point. Like, tag grading will get very specific types of cards, like, you know, cards that generally always grade 10 anyways. You know, like maybe like the Japanese cards, they tend to do well. You know what I'm saying? So, but why would I want to send in a card like this that has a subtle ink dot on the back and you can't see it even? I don't know. It's an interesting thought. If PSA grades that 9, everything's good. We just go, okay, PSA sees the same flaw, and so these grading companies are in a sort of balance with each other. So it's a good question. Sent a penny message before I snipe it. Okay, let's see this penny message. It says an order I made has just shipped. Really? What's that going to be about? Oh, a Mickey Mouse card. I bought a Mickey Mouse card recently. I don't know if you guys knew that. We have a Luis Ruiz order. 2 Hello Kitty Weiss. Please, new bag for me. From Mexico. Very cool, man. Tia from Mexico. So, where am I keeping that Hello Kitty? I don't even know where I keep it anymore. Should be over here. You sent me a penny message, huh? Let's see that penny message, too. Weiss Hello Kitty. Where's that being kept? That's a cool set, man. I like Weiss Hello Kitty. I think it's a great set. I don't open it very often, but I think it's great. You know, I don't think it's being kept with the other Weiss sets. I might go get a fresh box so I don't have to think about it. Bro, which is better value for money, Japanese or English cards? Well, it just depends on the price. So, but who sent a penny message? Someone said they sent a penny message. We're all done, guys. I think I'm going to stop taking orders here. Read my message. He was telling me to send a penny message. Oh, let's see. I may take the Luffy or slab away with my credit. Sounds good, man. Let me go grab this for Mr. Luis Ruiz. Because I don't know where Hello Kitty is. I'm going to go get a fresh box. All right, here we are. So we got some Hello Kitty. And very good. I think Whipple was talking to the Legos. Bro, your logo looks like a Uchiha. I think Karis told me that one time, and I had no clue what she was talking about. Uchiha. A Kuchiha. All right, there we go. Lots of Hello Kitty ready to go. You ordered 2 of them, right? Okay, 2 of them. Okay. We'll toss this. Wow, I don't even think it's going to fit, actually. Toss this over here, actually. There you go. Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty. Luis Ruiz. Thank you, Luis. It's a good brand, Hello Kitty is. Ah, nice BR. Very good. And a nice Hello Kitty double R. That's a double R. All right. Very nice. Thank you, Luis, with an L. So, where are we going to find your bag? I feel like we've serviced your bag very recently, right? Luis Castro, Lawrence, Lucas Launch. What is this? What is this thing? What do we have here? Oh. Oh, here's the Ditto Break and the Heartbreak. Why were these where they were at? Place this right here for now. He does, but the roll. Speaking of Naruto, do you have any Naruto packs? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do, actually. I have some Naruto packs. I have a couple cheap KU packs, and then I have some expensive Bandai Namco vintage packs, which are well worth the money. Because if you look them up on eBay, they sell for a lot of money. Luis Ruiz, did you need a new bag? Maybe you needed a new bag. Okay, let me put this away. Well, you do. I've got a mug you can use. What? Mr. Unlock the Mangekyo Sharingan. I'm going to use my Sharingan. Lewis Ruiz 1.26. Thank you, Lewis. Someone finished the B drill or binder. There's a B drill? I don't remember a B drill. The B drill ended a long time ago. There was a B drill break in the past. That ended a while ago. Actually, that ended like the same day we posted it. Okay. I think we're done. Yes, we are. All right. Thank you, guys. That's going to be the end of the morning stream. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys for the evening stream, and we'll be pricing up that tag return. Ooh, sexy tag return. So I'll see you guys there. Thank you very much, everybody.